Daytona, USA. Come on.
Hello everybody and welcome once again to 3Y TV, and tonight the weekend Woodsmen OSCA series, I screwed that up already, is here for the Binx Designs 275 here at Daytona International Speedway. Group qualifying underway. I am your host Michael Goodman. Along with me in the booth is Nathaniel Cherry, along with Carlos Acosta and Vic Bloom. And Nathaniel, glad to have you up here in the booth this season.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Took the last half of last season off to focus on school and just, not dedicate all my life to sim racing like I was trying to. And I'm excited to be back here and watch these boys have some fun.
And sometimes watching the chaos unfold up in the booth can be maybe even more fun then when you're down there on the track, obviously it can be quite stressful. But speaking of stressful and chaotic, how chaotic do you think it's going to be out here tonight? We have some new faces, new drivers, old drivers in new places. What kind of feel do you have for tonight's race, Daniel?
I think it's going to be relatively tame, in all honesty. I'm sorry to burst your bubble.
Oh,
I think
no.
it's from my experience doing plate races with these guys. There's very few races where it's a complete total junk show. It's usually very calm until at the end. It's kind of like the Daytona 500. It's just this is our Daytona 500, right? So everybody wants to make it to the end. You have to be in good shape to have a chance to win at the end anyway. So nobody's going to take any risk early, I don't think.
Yeah, speaking of, I was watching the Daytona 500 too, and I was thinking, yep, it's going to be just like, an iRacing Daytona 500, where everything's going to be pretty smooth, everyone's going to be cordial with each other, until about 5 laps to go when the moves need to be made. Then it can get chaotic. And there'll be 2 opportunities, of course, tonight in OSCA competition. We will have the 2 halves, 55 laps. He's top 19 will invert from heat 1 to heat 2. And am I missing something? There was green-white checkers. I believe only 2. Is that correct? Am I right?
2 green-white checkers, and they have 3 sets of tires in the pits. They should have to pit twice each half.
Ooh,
Should.
pitting twice. So Nathaniel, there'll be some fuel strategy here. At least some teamwork to get on and off pit road. That should be a big key, especially as you predict if it's going to stay green.
That may make my prediction change. I'm not sure if we'll stay green. The green flag pit stops are tough, especially when we have all these new faces here, and different people at different teams here. The communication, as we just had a wreck in qualifying, the communication is going to be something that they're all still learning from each other. We'll see how that goes. And also talking about the fact that there's 2 races here, especially with that 19 car invert, you're going to see the second half. If there's going to be a half that's going to be a bit of a mess, it's going to be that one, because you're going to have people who already have gotten their good finish for the night, and they're willing to try more silly things, shall we call it. And then there's going to be the people who got wrecked in the first half, and they're desperate and they want to get some points. So if you're looking for wrecks, you can take a nap for an hour, come back. That's when the fun's going to happen.
Hey, there's always someone out there that's tuning in for the wrecks and the carnage. Wreck for us. We're gonna sign off and we'll check out in half number 2. But right now in the group qualifying, and besides that one wreck we just did see, I believe it involved Dave Carpenter. Right now, Richard Garcia on top of the leaderboard. Still about 5 minutes left of qualifying to go here. I actually really haven't run too many group qualifyings at Daytona. If I did, I don't remember these. But what would be your strategy out there on track? Obviously these guys leading the packs right now, not quite where they want to be. I believe that's Jake Scarborough, and I got to see who's in the 92. Oh, Parker Collins in that 92 M&M's Toyota. So what's their strategy leading these packs? They're not going to get a good lap now.
I'm not sure unless they're trying to drag teammates around. I do see who is that? That's Ryan Gavel with Jake. I know they're teammates, so maybe they're trying to work together and trying to drag the pack along. But honestly, if you're trying to get a good lap in, you need to get into a long line. You need to be the last car in that line. You have to build your runs yourself. I think is the only way really to go about it. So I'm quite surprised with all these 2-car tandems we have all around the track. There's not really a whole group effort. I wonder if we'll get that here as qualifying comes to a close.
And also looks like they're gonna. Oh, Carpenter
they're wrecking off of the pits.
Oh man.
Not a good omen.
I guess this might help some of these guys. Might help some of these guys, that were leading with these cars coming off pit road. But man, you got to dodge and weave. This looks like, again, comparing it to the Daytona 500 we just seen on Monday, kind of blocking high lane, low lane, got to dart around. Gavel's leading that pack. I want to see what Scarborough's lap would be. He kind of sucked up. He did move up a little bit, I believe, but only up to 18 right now. 25 cars taking time. What was that?
It's surprising we only have 12 cars that have gotten into the 46s. and only 4 of them are in the 463, so it's really spread out right now, which is really surprising. We have a spread of over 2 seconds covering everybody who's still lap right now, which should not be happening at a plate track. So I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, it's something they haven't really gotten quite figured out. Maybe the group qualifying again. Now only 3 minutes left to go, so kind of got to make your plans and get organized.
You know what we should do? We should make some damn picks.
Let's take some damn picks. I am ready.
All right, so this season we're gonna do it differently because we got a new sponsor for it. We got Binx Designs. So this season I've decided that it's not just gonna be us. It's gonna be you guys, be me, but also our drivers. They're going to have a say, and they're gonna try to beat us. And in half one, they
beat me. It looks like.
Well, you know what? Same thing. Same. All right. So in half one, they've picked somebody that, honestly, I don't think I would pick at Daytona. I'd pick at Talladega. They've picked David Westergaard. They think he's going to win half one tonight.
Okay. Now, I have a question. Is this really fair? Because they can manipulate it. They get 100%.
They can, but they can't vote for themselves in the poll. So,
That's true.
there you go.
It could be a
so
group
Cherry.
effort, you never know.
Cherry, you're up next. The only person you can't pick is the same person that somebody else already picked for the night, for the half. So you can't pick D West right now.
I'm going to go my half one pick. I'm going to pick Jake Scarborough. He finished second, pushing Ty McIntosh to a Daytona 500 victory on the weekend, and also won one of his own. And he's a self-acclaimed plate track merchant. So I'm gonna hope that he rings true tonight with that and can get some good points.
So yeah, I'm up next, and you know, I really debated on who I wanted to pick. Like I'm thinking maybe, you know, I should go Vincent Isabella. The guy's a bona fide star here. He always finishes in the top 10, but you know, it's not really my strategy. It's never my strategy. But this season, I'm actually going to try to pick winners. And tonight,
That's not what you said.
actually think I don't give a what I said. I'm going to try to pick winners this season. Okay, I'm going to pick losers in fantasy. That's different. This season, I'm going to go for winners. And I think in half one is going to be my guy, the guy that I have half doxed over just having a lot of fun at his expense. I'm going to go for the son of Angie and Darren. I'm going to go for Darren Staff Jr.
Darren Staff Jr., who may I also add, has not turned on his webcam tonight. Darren.
Go to you.
So we're going to look at Adam Peeler.
Man, you know, I feel like I did this last year, and obviously last year for me, picking did not go well. But I still have faith. This might not be a race-winning pick, but I feel like he's a safe pick, and I need safe. I had a rough season last year. I'm going with the 51 car, Brett Jones.
That is bold.
I don't know if you can say safe and Brent Jones in the same sentence at a plate track.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's bold, man.
That's a choice.
Hey, I've seen this man finish in the top 10 somehow a lot, and that's what I'm hoping for here in half one. But anyway, qualifying.
Carlos,
Shoot, we're
who
not
you
even
got?
done. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, Carlos.
It's just,
He doesn't
you
even
guys are just
pick.
trying to skip me. Just like that's the only way we're gonna win is to not give Carlos a chance.
You did win by a full race last season, so
That was my only strategy.
So, to be clear, the rules haven't changed. It's still the same thing. One number pick per half.
Yep.
Okay.
Numbers.
All right. I'm gonna play it simple. You know, no need to go all out on Daytona because it's gonna be a crapshoot, especially with these cars. And I have a feeling someone's gonna blow their engine in the middle of the pack, and it's gonna cause the big one. Okay. So my pick for tonight is the number 93. That's who I'm picking for tonight's half one win.
Nicholas Monticelli.
Nicholas Monticelli, who will.
That is.
She almost said his
even-
name differently.
That is a very bold choice. I'm gonna go do my pre-race stuff now while you guys talk about the grid.
All right. And again, now Richard Garcia on the pole. Adam Tepe, the lone Chevrolet on the outside. And a lot of Fords in the field here tonight. You'll see that. But Monticelli, Carlos's pick, qualified 4th up there. Nice lap. Darren Staff, newly RK Motorsports switching to Toyotas. He's up there in the 5th spot. Vincent Isabella, 10th. And your pick, Nathaniel Jake Scarborough, starting in 12th. Decent spot. Doesn't have to pass a lot of cars.
Yeah, hopefully he can keep it up there. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm a bit nervous after watching qualifying.
Hey, it's again. I still think it's gonna be who wants to kind of finish the race. I think a lot of these guys will have that mindset as we look through more of the field here, 13th through 24th. Dylan Thomas returns in that number 13 ride. Ty McIntosh back with shift in that 95 machine, starting in 14th. David Westergreen, the driver's pick, starting in 17th. He's got quite a few cars to pass. 18th spot, Neil Rutt, who's kind of helping out with his girlfriend helping out with the Binx Designs 275 and sponsoring the picks. Binx Designs, go check them out for all your apparel and custom apparel and tumbler needs. Had to get that in. So I'm just noticing my guys here too.
Whoa!
A lot of
Hold on.
the Duga guys right there.
What's
going on?
Was that the number 7? What kind of
Yep.
what kind of number is that?
Oh, Bojo, he's got like a.
What is going on here?
That's like a sports car.
You know what?
I like it.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
All right,
You know,
let's get back.
You know, and I still feel like too, as we look through the field again, I don't know if he's done this before, but I didn't realize one of the cat's eyes is the fuel filler there. So
Oh.
it took me till today to realize that. A lot of the do-good cars crammed together, I believe, in the 19th, 18th, or actually 17th through 20th. So that's kind of interesting for my boys out there tonight. Thomas Capuano, he's looking forward to starting the season. He'll be starting in 22nd. And old OSCA Daddy and Bojo in the back. Did he get an EOL because of the number?
I don't think it was because of the number. There was another reason though. I forget what it was for though.
Oh,
Was it lack of practice?
him.
could be.
No, it was him and the 93. Monticelli's also getting an EOL tonight. For this half. I thought that's what Rick said.
OSCA Daddy starting about shotgun in the field in 29th out of the 30 cars that are making the show here tonight.
I know there were talks about it in the Discord today. Do you guys have picks for the most likely to flip?
Ooh, the old Seth Rawls Rocket Man Award.
Yeah, dude. If Seth's watching the broadcast, he's gonna be so happy that we're talking about this right now.
Heck yeah! I mean, he's a
Oh,
legend.
painting violation for the 93 for breaking one of the OSCA rules, I think. Actually, that may be wrong. That may be wrong. Hold on, ignore that. Ignore that. That may be wrong.
Well, you know, I with the flip, going back to the flip thing though, I'm gonna go. Neil Rutt had an awesome one in practice, so I'm gonna vote for him for my Rocket or Seth Rawls Rocket Man flip of the race or half one here.
All right. I'm just throwing a dart at a board. I have no idea. There's no logic behind this at all. I'm gonna say Adam Peeler.
Oh, that's not, dude. That's shit. I wish I would have.
I just feel like he's usually around the nonsense.
Yeah, and he'll be like minding his own business, just riding in the back, and all of a sudden someone just Bigfoot will come out and kick him over.
It's not going to be his fault. He's going to get kicked
Yeah.
though. He's going to get tech deck.
Yeah.
All right, here's my pick. You know who I'm picking? I have a feeling Vic is gonna do a flip tonight. His brain's gonna flip over based on all the chaos that's gonna happen. Now, my actual, you know, I'm gonna go with this pick because it's either I'm gonna do well tonight, or I'm not gonna do well tonight. So I'm gonna go with Nicholas Monticelli being the first flip.
Very profound, Carlos.
What
Either
if
I'm going to do well tonight, or I'm not going to do well tonight.
And what if he flips and wins? I am going to.
Oh.
Like, man, I'm
Dude,
gonna freak out.
if he flips and wins, I'm gonna do a backflip.
We expect the camera to be on for that, Carlos.
Just so we know, we're going green this time by.
All right. By the way, what were the 7 and the
I heard
93
you
having?
guys. 93 is not going to get you well. I was informed of something that I was not aware of.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But the 7 is his number placement, and for contingency manipulation, he's getting any well. Not allowed to. Your door numbers need to be in the proper place for door numbers, and his aren't. And you aren't allowed to change the placement of the contingencies on the doors, and he did. So it's an
So besides that,
Naughty
fair enough,
boy.
well, one-time thing. What's your opinions on his car?
His car?
The number, the
That
whole
is-
Mojo 7.
I mean, it's creative. I just wish it was in the right place.
Hey, you
I
know
I
what?
thought his
If
number
I had
was
you
in the
guys
right
have it,
place.
you'll do
When
it.
I unmuted, I heard you guys talking about who we think's gonna flip first, and I'm gonna stay with who I said earlier. I'm gonna go with Tim. Nothing against him, but it's everything against his teammates. It's
Oh,
nothing
man.
against him. It's nothing personal, and he knows that, but it's everything against his teammates.
Well, all right, we got the Seth Rawls Rocket Man Award picks underway here as well, and we're gonna get ready to kick off half number 1, kick off our season here for the 2024A OSCA Weekend Woodsman Series. Pace Truck's gonna get ready to dive off. Richard Garcia, Adam Tepe leading to the green flag. And they are on the loud pedal. We are racing here at Daytona. 55 laps, top 19 cars will invert. We are racing now, side by side. Getting up to speed here. And what do you have you seen, Daniel, a preferred line to be in? Right now, you know, everything's kind of, we're still kind of getting underway here, but top side, bottom side, what's gonna be more comfortable in these Xfinity cars?
Well, from my experience, I did a couple of B races this past week here on iRacing when I was preparing for my effort at the Daytona 500, which I will not talk about how that went. It did not go well. But from what I was feeling, it seems like the bottom side is very safe, especially if there's a wreck. The only way that you're really going to escape is if you can hop down onto the apron, especially if it happens in a corner. If you're on the top side, you're kind of screwed. But as you can see right now, as Tepe is getting pushed up into the lead, if you want to make a pass, if you want to make moves, the money moves are on that top side. So when it comes down to the last 5 laps of the race, I'm doing anything I can to get onto the top side there and make passes. And it'll be interesting to see if we get teammates up front, see if we can actually have people controlling both lanes. It's difficult to do, but I've seen it done before. I remember doing it a couple times when I was driving on shift. But if you want to make a pass at the end of the race, you gotta get up top.
Chevrolet
You know,
is
and-
dominating this race.
Yeah, right. The Chevrolet, the cheese stands alone on top of the leaderboard. Adam Tepe, the only Chevrolet in the field, which was kind of funny. You know, I think last year or a lot of seasons, Chevrolet dominated the mix. So I think a lot of teams just kind of decided to spread the love around, but everyone abandoned Chevy except for Tepe. So he's the lone wolf right now in a Chevrolet. But you know, go back to the top line, Nathaniel, too. I always kind of wondered, we seen Tepe get that lead from the top side. Now we see Garcia jump up to the top, try to get that lead back from his first starting position. Why don't we see more drivers stay up in that top line instead of tucking down? Oh, we do have a caution.
Hold that thought.
Healer.
Hold that.
Did he flip?
Oh, did he flip? Looks like.
Oh man, he is not happy about what the hell is that? He is not happy about that.
Yeah, he looks upset. Oop, getting on the racetrack. Seen his wheels shaking.
Let me see. I'm gonna go see what happened here.
Let's pull up the replay.
Look at the 3Y TV replay.
Oh my goodness!
How is that not bigger? Who was it that he got into?
That was
Stewart.
Dustin Stewart, yeah.
and the 6.
Zach Evans. Yeah.
That should have been a lot worse than it was.
Oh, was that a Neil? Did that start with Neil Rutt with the bad bump draft there?
Oh, the Me Find machine. Honestly, Zach did a fantastic job saving that vehicle.
Yeah,
Yes,
he did.
yes.
He was turned. And even all things considered, I don't know how much damage is on Peeler's car, but it looks okay.
I think Dewar probably got the worst when it comes to damage.
Yeah, he slapped the wall. Still think.
Oh, right, yeah, we need to see how that contact even began.
Yeah.
I apologize.
I think it was a bump draft from the 66 and Neil Rudd. Just hit him weird. Just the car reacted weird from that hit. Didn't look like he hit him that hard though. It looked like we were in quite a bit of right side damage to slapping that wall. Oh. Is that like a...
Well, Peeler just came on the radio and said that it was his fault, so I'm not sure why he would say that from what we're seeing here.
He said he lifted, I heard something about him lifting, which I'm not sure. He wasn't tucked up behind somebody, or something might have happened in front of him that
Yeah.
maybe spooked him a little bit, but...
So, drivers, 7 drivers stayed out. The top 7 right now stayed out. I don't think that they were in the, first through 7th position, but 7 drivers stayed out. 8th and back have gone down pit road. I'm assuming to get gas and no tires, except maybe Zach Evans, but he's there for 15 seconds, but he's probably repairing damage. He probably did not take tires.
Now, I wonder if the people who stayed out are aware of the fact that they're going to have to probably pit 2 times, because I bet everybody who pit probably just shaved off a pit stop.
Oh, yeah. That could very well be. I wonder what the... Vic, do you have an idea what the fuel mileage is, or how many laps they can go?
Based on my knowledge, by themselves, they could probably make it about 21 laps. In the draft, I mean, I'd beg to differ and say it's up to like 25, 27, something like that.
Okay.
They should still have to pit twice.
It'd be close. So maybe some of these guys are trying or see if they can save enough to make it on one stop. So that could be an interesting play. I wonder if a lot of these guys are even going to top off here as well. That did come down pit road.
I mean, it all becomes a moot point if we have another caution, though.
Right, yeah. Which
I'm now eating my words about what I said before the race. I don't think these guys can't race clean, I guess. I was wrong.
Hey, it's Daytona. They were chomping on the bit to get going here for the 2024 B season. See, I think Peeler just got off pit road. Hopefully his car is at least repaired enough to get back into competitive competition here. So
Rashid Coles, Kynan Jones, Tim Conrad, all dipping their toes in the pool for a little bit of extra fuel.
This little splash and go. Rashid Coles, kind of.
Somebody's taking tires. Rashid Coles is.
I like the big
forgot
wheel
to
he's got
unjack
on
them.
there.
Oh my goodness, Tim Conrad too. How embarrassing.
Oh, Timmy. OSCA Daddy, what you doing? And there's the Land Shark Kynan Jones coming off pit road. So Richard Garcia, Adam Tepe, your front row. Behind them will be Nicholas Monticelli and Kyle Carlson. Tristan Mallet. That's a name. That's a new name, isn't it?
Yep, new driver for RKM.
Yeah. Darren Staff. Then Brent Jones, Dallas Mahan, and rounding out the top 10, Jake Scarborough and Ryan Gavel.
Honestly, other than the bad push, it's been a pretty tame start. I'm surprised that we had 2 lanes deep the entire way through the field, but I think it will settle down. I know I was joking about it being bad, but I think it will settle down. I think that was just a miscommunication somewhere in the draft. I know Peeler said it was his fault, but
Race controls called it a racing deal, so
yeah, that's what it looked like. So I think we're gonna have some green flag racing here still.
We're about to find out here. They'll get the green flag as we hit lap number 7 when they hit the line. Haste trucks diving down pit road. Garcia's in the Geico restart zone. He's on the loud pedal. We're back underway. Lap 7 of 55 here in half number 1. Again, top 19 will invert. Garcia maybe a little too good of a jump on the rest of the inside rower. Carlson did not get a good start. Both those guys up front could get interesting to see what kind of runs Monticelli and Carlson get. Well, Carlson might not have anywhere to go.
The outside as a whole had a really bad start there.
Yeah,
Other
it
than
kind of
Tebe.
seems spread out. And oh, see another little bump trap in the back of the pack there, going awry. Everyone gathered it up and stay green as Monticelli and Tepe up front on that bottom line. Now Tristan Mallet. Ugh. I don't know why Tristan is a weird name for me to say, but here we are. Tepe still that Chevy domination here at Daytona. It just can't be denied.
Is he really the only Chevy in the field tonight?
Yeah.
Wow. What a world we live in. What's happened?
Who would have thought? How did we get here?
A couple seasons ago, I remember Shift was like the only Ford team. Like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
Wholesale changes.
Oh man, it's funny. Yeah, a lot of those blue ovals as none of them are leading right now. As Tristan in his Toyota taking the leader, battling out with Tepe. That inside line really not formed up. We should see a good run from that outside line. Getting rolling here, but Tepe trying to hang on as Tristan still leading the race here on lap number 9. Ooh, Brett Jones got a little high there, but I was gonna go back to what I was gonna ask before we had the caution with the that top side line. Why do drivers always duck down when they get the lead on an inside line? Is that just getting in that like safer zone, that kind of safe place?
I think so. I think it's a comfort level thing when it comes to iRacing. I don't understand why. I think we just all do it. I think if we all ran the high side, it'd be better for fuel because you'd have a lot more of a run off the corner. And if everybody kept their poop in a grip, it would be way faster as well. You'd get to those last 5 laps that actually matter a lot quicker. So I really don't know why. I know for me, I definitely feel a higher level of comfort. I thought Brent was going down in front of Tepe there. That was scary. A higher level of comfort when I'm on the bottom, but I guess everybody right now wants to run side by side.
Yeah, that's the thing. I always thought it was kind of an iRacing thing, but it really kind of led to my curiosity. I also see that on Monday night in Daytona 500. I gotta add something. That was kind of interesting. Cause I've tried staying on the outside, getting up front on a plate track, and it seems to hold well. But I do get nervous. I'm always afraid, almost what Brent did there, kind of do something crazy on that top side, and wreck the whole field. So it might be a comfort thing as well. Plus, you get in that bottom side where Tepe is now, and then Tristan will cut in front of him, then Brent, and then all of a sudden, well, now I'm kind of blocked back here in 9th, and now I'm stuck on the bottom line. I can't move forward.
Things are getting a bit. They're getting a bit dicey on the top side there. We had people pushing the pusher.
Yeah, cars are definitely dirty. I know a lot of the new good guys talking to them, they were really trying to see what a steering ratio was most comfortable in the pack, and they were having a hard time getting a good feel for that. Up front leading, the car handles one way, but when you're back in traffic here, as you can see, a lot of these guys starting around. Whew.
The next one's gonna be Brent. I just don't know when it's gonna happen though.
Just you watch. He's gonna be around at the end somehow, some way, and he's looking a little uneasy right now. He's getting excited. He's getting those Daytona excitement out of his system now. But hey, he's still got Tristan up front leading. Leading the race here. We're in lap number 13 once they hit the line.
Now we're starting to clip the laps by now, but I'm honestly surprised we've not had something happen up here. There's been some real aggressive pushing for this point of the race.
I would say, dude, I don't know if we could pan to the back. I'm kind of even looking at the scoring. If there's guys that are kind of just lurking in the back, waiting for
Yeah, it
a
looks like
calamity.
it. Looks like the Weekend Woodsman group is down there with Kynan and
Yep,
Tim.
Yeah, Dewar. Oh boy, he made a daring move in the middle of the pack. I think trying to get with Austin Beers, his new teammate. I think there's bad news Bears there. So, well, Dewar there, you know, we saw him take that hard hit to the wall. Looks like he's at least got some competitive speed. Moves in the pack right there. Oh, dude. Gives Vincent at the bell. Who would have guessed it and taken it 3 wide?
Oh no. Poor Neil. He's in the sucker hole now. Oh, is Caden gonna join him? Oh man, this could get messy here. I think we're about to be 3x3.
Yeah, Neil. Yeah.
Yeah,
Caden's not
Oh
Darren
boy.
gonna go. Oh boy.
Dewar's joined Neil. Oh man, this we're 4. We are 4 wide.
Oh boy. As they're hanging on, but we're gonna head into turn 3 and they're gonna straighten it out. They do a little bit here. As Binx, he's almost by himself. He's moving up to the field. He's up to the 7th level. The other guys are done. How did he get up there? What the heck just happened? Man, Isabella's got the top side figured out. Oh, he's got Brett up there with him.
He's got Brett joining him. Jake's gonna help Tristan now. Is Tristan gonna ditch Jake? Oh man. Oh
boy.
Oh,
here we go.
boy.
it is Brett. Oh man.
Oh man. Austin Fears. Oh
That was-
boy, drivers are upset. Someone just lost the front bumper.
Man, I think Zach Evans lost a lung there.
Oh man, that was quite a bit of the field. I think some of these guys had enough time to blow up to minimize the damage. Beers with no front end. That was a hard hit he took. I think I saw that. Oh boy.
That was brewing for a while there.
Yeah, and it seemed like, you know, we seen the kind of the brewing from the darting around and then the 3 wide. It was kind of a matter of time at that point. See, Darren, he did a good job. Ooh, a little kiss
Just a
there
little
from
bit.
Beers. What it could have been, I guess we could take him, but it depends on where he hit that right front. Thomas Capuano here. He bails. He gets the hell
That's
out
what
of
I
there.
would have done in that position, yeah.
And stop. He's got some of your bestest brakes on that machine. Oh, Brent, he's got a flapping trunk lid there.
They're all just mowing the grass. They're doing the best Valtteri Bottas impersonation right now.
Is this my hand here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh no, he made it through. He got clipped.
Oh, but that's fine. That's fine. It looked like that contact didn't seem too hard.
It still wouldn't.
I'm just trying to see who started it.
I think
52.
I was gonna say it was either Jake or a racing incident. Oh yeah, Jake came up. Jake got a bit nervous in the 3 wide situation there, and it just carouseled all the way.
And I think it was kind of confusing. Tristan kind of it looked like he wasn't quite decided what lane.
Yeah.
So I think everyone down pit road now, and a lot of cars obviously from this wreck here. And Phil Garcia, he had quite a bit of damage. Yeah. So my hand's fine. He just got a little kiss from Zach Evans. But still wasn't scary. Oh, me fine. Dewar gets a little, more damage in this one.
Oh, that's nothing.
Not too bad.
Too bad. That's nothing. Just take a little hammer to it and he'll buff right out. This could be bad here for Beers.
Yeah, that's not nice. That's not good.
Ooh. Yeah, and even that little hit with Darren. Ooh, with Darren, that hurt Beers worse than Darren. Oh. So all in all, that still could have been worse. Real Binx Designs Ford, sponsoring tonight's race, and of course our driver pick'em. And
Oh
hello,
man,
teammate.
he should have avoided contact altogether.
What about the only driver to ever sweep the stages here at Daytona, or the halves at Daytona, Parker Collins?
Oh yeah! Can he do it again? I didn't even see it. Park the bus, park the bus.
He made it.
Look at. It's like Days of Thunder right there. Going, getting right through it.
What about other RKM race current race leader Tristan? Oh, I mean that was all right behind him.
Get through that, McQueen. That's what Jake said.
That's the best way to get through a wreck. Have it happen behind you.
Oh man. How about Tristan getting off pit road, Nicholas Monticelli, Vince
One green.
Isabella. And how about Westergreen up there now? I think that car. I mean, man, Westergreen usually has the tough luck, but hey, how about this? He's in fourth right now.
I still think it might be rigged. It's the driver's pick.
Yep.
They're
Yep.
in a coalition against us.
They just want to win maybe a custom tumbler
Yeah.
or some other apparel.
Don't you want to win a custom tumbler?
Actually, I missed it. What is the reward?
Yeah, Vic, what's the reward?
I don't know, man.
Vic's just trying to get through the first week.
Maybe it will be a custom iRacing paint scheme from Neil Rutt III.
You know what it really should be?
What's
It
that?
should be a T-shirt with James Watson's rant from last season at Five Flags printed on it.
Oh
That's
boy.
what it really should be.
But
And we need that.
Hold up. I'm missing context here. I wasn't there for that. What happened?
You know, let's go into full detail every word that was said.
No, let's not. Let's not do it here.
Oh boy.
I have it transcribed though, so.
Slide that
love
DM.
To receive the transcript. I would love to receive the transcript.
And make sure you highlight the specific word.
I've only I only could listen to parts of it from while we were announcing, but I think from what I even heard would be too small for me to read on a T-shirt. But I would love to have that. Oh boy! But anyway, we'll get going back to green as you see the field doubled up, getting ready to go back to racing on lap number 19 of 55. So now I think we can go with only one more stop, but we'll see if that will even hold true, because it still might get a little sketchy here as Tristan takes the green flag. Monticelli looks like he almost missed a gear. Something happened there on the restart. The bottom line's going to get rolling here. Vincent Isabella is giving Tristan a good push. They two-car tandem right now, leading that pack on the inside. Here comes Carlson and the rest of the inside line. Yeah, that restart by Monticelli, I think that outside line's got a little momentum to build up here.
Oh, well, they're getting it.
Yep,
Everybody
yep.
just left Tristan.
Poor
Man,
Tristan.
what did he say?
Yeah. Did he repeat Watson's speech there? Man, oh man. But Vincent Isabella, man, he was in the back. Once he hit his time to go switch, he got up to the front and got there quickly, as he will more likely lead this lap. But Monticelli's getting a run here. I don't think he's gonna have enough time. Vincent is your official leader now. But that outside line of Monticelli getting pushed by Westergreen and Parker Collins, Mr. Daytona.
I tell you
Side
what,
by side again.
I'm scared to see what's going to happen here when we actually get the 5 to go, because some of the moves being made are moves that I would consider worthy of 5 laps to go. So I'm scared to see what's going to happen when we actually get to that point.
It could be
Biblical.
it could be epic. It could be I can't remember, that was at Talladega, I believe, when was it Chad Thornquist, I believe, won the race because everyone else, the whole field I think got tangled up in the carnage. It was pretty epic. So we've seen some wild finishes here on plate tracks here in OSCA competition, but right now Monticelli Is he still part-time this season too? Or did he come out of his semi-retirement?
Part-time.
93 is an open card. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you know, part-timers looking good out there. Maybe he can make some noise, be around up front towards the end. Hey, he's only going out there for a win. He's not worried about the point, but you know, and that's the thing here too with how kind of like you said, these moves, these 5 laps to go moves. Is it just because you want to get out front of Daytona? Is anyone thinking, man, I just want to be around at the end, maybe get a top 5 or top 10 and have a good points night here tonight?
Well, I do remember the risk sometime with just being safe and running at the back is if there is an incident that's not worthy of a caution, then the field gets spread out and then you're pretty much screwed because it's hard to coordinate to make up large amounts of time. It can be done, but it's tough, especially in a season where we mentioned there's a whole bunch of new guys, new teammates, so you're still trying to figure out how to race with each other, never mind plate race. So I think maybe part of the mindset is I gotta stay up front in case something happens. I don't want to get split up and lose the main pack, but at the same time, I think the risk to reward is not worth it at this point in the race.
As we're still not even quite halfway yet, as Isabella and Monticelli swap the lead between these 2 lanes right now, and kind of surprised that bottom line doesn't look quite as formed up. They're hanging on pretty strong there, but no crazy moves as we've seen. I think these guys are starting to settle down to at least a certain degree. Never mind. Dallas Fans making moves.
I love seeing that camera where it's just like, why does he have a face cam? We just we just see the Oculus.
the old
oh, man,
boy.
oh man!
Well, I've never noticed the lights. Is that like a light LED light in the center there?
I don't
Show
know.
that it's out?
I can't
maybe
afford
he's-
one of those things. So.
Yeah, right? Man, oh man. Old RoboCop Dallas Myhan. Trying to dart his way. We're currently running in the 15th position. Looks like he's ready to go forward here. But
If you were RoboCop, how many nether regions would you shoot off?
Oh man. Like justfully or just for fun?
Justfully. It's like,
Oh, justfully. Justfully, I think, you know, maybe like 4. You know, just for fun. I don't want to talk about it. I'm probably another RoboCop would have to come and arrest me, I think.
Part of the reason I think Dallas is being so aggressive is he was telling us the other day, a couple of us, that he is about to get a second job working as an Amazon delivery driver. So maybe he's just practicing for that same day delivery.
Oh yeah, he's going darting. Yeah, and also you know, got to overcome, you know, elements and stuff, and he got spun out in that last wreck, and he's overcome that, and currently now in that 14th position. Still really nowhere to go with these cars side by side, unless we do the 3 wide thing again. But again, I think
Well, Vincent's up front, so I think we're gonna take a break from that.
yeah, Vincent was kind of I think he's the guy. Maybe another one, Austin Beers, but he's a little too damaged for that right now. But you know, at some point, I think we'll see the 3 wide moves again. But hopefully, we'll table it just a little bit here. And hey, maybe we'll see a green flag pit stop.
Yeah, I wonder how close we're getting. When did we go green last?
What was that? Was that lap 17? No, it wasn't that long ago.
I had to restart my my telemetry, so I actually don't know.
Was lap 18 into 19?
Lap 18 and 19. So we've done almost 10 laps here, and Vic thinks that we can go about 25. So we got a ways to go yet.
Yeah, we got some time. We got some people to get impatient yet. Ooh, how about that? Ooh, look at that Miss Goodies car. That's looking good. Old Gilberto Javier Gomera working his way up into the top 10 now.
Tonight the night he finally gets a win.
I'm hoping so. That car's got to win. I think it was with Austin Beers. Was that last year, 2 years ago, 2 seasons ago? But hopefully Gilberto.
It was
get,
Kian. It was Kian that won there.
Was it Kian?
Yes, I think so.
Was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. What are you thinking about at the Monza Oval? So
No, I think he was referring to last season in New Hampshire.
Oh, really?
Oh, yep.
In which case it was Austin Beers.
It was awesome. Okay, that's the race I'm thinking of.
Cars are not stable.
Yeah. Ooh. Get darty once again. And I see. Where's Vincent? We're gonna see 3 wide here. We're getting darty. He's the second car on the inside line. And I'm kind of curious too. Well, Tristan's kind of right now with Parker Collins, his teammate, but he's up front for majority of this race. See if he's gonna try to make a move to get back out front.
RKM currently lined up 1, 2, 3 on the inside line. Third car and back.
Oh yeah. Man, my hand got up there. He's in the top 10 now. I think it's a little harder with 2x2, not really anywhere to go unless you want to make it 3 wide. Boy, I think Darren's seen enough excitement. He's just maybe eating some mac and cheese and just hanging out. Behind Rashid Coles, they're back at 17th and 18th position. I'm still loving the Rashid Coles, the purple chrome wheels. Oh, he's waving.
Gave us a wave. Hi, Darren.
Yeah. Hi, Darren. Do you have any food with you? If you can hear, he might be too busy.
Yeah, he's something a little too busy.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a favorite race time snack when you're driving on iRacing?
Oh, he did the jazz hands.
The chest and no food. Man, favorite snack? Usually I beforehand. I guess I really don't have any. I'll have
Yeah,
like
same.
a water or something, or
Yeah,
maybe-
I'm getting too old. I can't be drinking water during races.
Yep.
The older you
Can't
get,
hold
the
it in
more
anymore.
You should be drinking water. You should.
You're telling me.
No, listen. I'm constantly drinking water, but it's just I'm at the point now where I'm getting older and I'm having to go to the bathroom more and more.
Oh,
I can't even go through a race now without finishing the race and immediately running to the bathroom.
I thought you were saying that your motor skills are fading so much that you can't possibly take a sip of water while holding the steering wheel.
No. If anything, I'm trying to restart my racing career. I've been joining 2 different leagues. I've been kind of running almost every day. Not qualifying for many races. I've yet to get that cup car qualified. Should have done it yesterday, but I had to broadcast that race. Otherwise, I would have qualified for that one. So I'm gonna get those $50 from you at some point.
Oh yeah.
Once I qualify for that race.
Oh yeah. But where were we? Oh, your motor skills. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm the young guy in the booth. I gotta make fun of y'all.
I'm just waiting now to see once Carlo does get in the field, if he just dead hooks it right. Like, what the hell happened? I'm taking a drink of water. Oh. Kyle Carlson now up front, goes to the bottom line after Westergreen pushes him up front. We got about 25 laps to go. And,
24.
24, no, yeah. And
I always hated that when I push someone up to the front on the high side and they just instantly leave without any thanks, just gone.
Yeah, at least give me appreciation here. but now Westergreen can get his revenge and he can cut right in front of him. But he has former teammate Adam Tepe right behind him, so maybe they'll stick together.
And that Goodies cars, it's getting closer.
He's lurking. I'm surprised there's not more shift cars with him right now. I think Scarborough's
in top 10.
Yeah, I think got a car separating them with Zach Evans.
And
The other 2 shift cars are 24th and 25th.
Yeah, they're just chilling at the back of this tank right now.
You know what sucks? The easy thing to find shift is the number font. But it used to be real easy because you just find the Fords in the field. Now there's so many. I was like, there's a Ford between them, but it's not a shift car anymore.
It also doesn't help that Steph's gotten a bit more creative with his paint schemes. They used to all look very, very similar. But,
Damn, we called him talentless back in the day.
That's not what I'm saying. He's just added some more.
He's in the
spice to them.
YouTube chat, I should add.
Hi, Steph. He's
Hey,
added more spice to them. They look nice.
Listen, Seth? Seth is a fantastic painter. I asked Dallas, because I provide everything for my drivers in Dallas. I asked them, hey, who do you want to design your paint scheme for this year? And he's like, I want Seth. I'm like, okay, let me handle it. And sure and behold, Seth did a fantastic job with this number 15 3Y TV machine.
Yeah, I do like that too. So yeah, I you know, it seemed like he had a a shift design that he was going for, because yeah, that's kind of totally different than what we've seen in a lot of shift cars. I do like that. But he never disappoints. He always shows me those Miss Goody schemes once they come off the line, and I was excited to see that 99 car for Gilberto, and it looks even better once it's out on track. And I love that. I like that hot pink bumper cover there. Zach Evans has got a pretty good view of that right now.
Was I hearing Keeler saying something about pitting?
Oh, it could be time. Maybe it could be a point where
For
maybe
pit
they want to
stops?
break up. You want to be the first one down pit road generally. I mean, you got. Yeah, I guess you got to take more fuel, but see if they can get a group going
they're
down.
in the window. They could make it to the end from here without overtime.
Yeah. See if I guess you might have time for one overtime. I don't know if you have enough for second green white checkers, but we'll see if anyone dives down pit road here, unless they're just kind of getting plans together at the moment. It's now Vincent Isabella went to that top side, joined his teammate David Westergreen, and I was gonna say now.
He's trying to control both lanes by himself. He doesn't have the teammate up there to help him. So.
Well, yeah, he's got the South Shore.
Well, yeah, but he wants to do it by himself. He's just.
Oh, yeah. that's just Vincent being Vincent there, and they got the 8 and the 9 car controlling the front. Now the only Chevrolet back up towards the front there. Adam
3 wide.
Zeppe. Ooh,
Dewar's making a move.
Dewars, yeah, he was getting impatient right in the back. We'll see how that damaged car will run. No one's going with them right now. They're thinking, hey man, at least let's take that final pit stop before we do the 3 wide stuff.
Yeah. I'm surprised with how well he's doing. Typically, when you have the aero damage that he had, you can run in the pack well, but once you get by yourself, it's not good. But Jake.
Oh, no, Zach Evans.
Gilbert, oh man, that's really tight.
Oh boy. Not a full commit there from the 99 car, but they do get it going. Let's see if they get a run on that top side. Maybe. Nope, I thought maybe he was going to take a peek.
Look how much travel these cars have. Like a sideways, excuse me, in the corners and in the straightaway. There we go.
Hey! Oh, Carlson.
Oh,
Gets in the
man.
back. Oh, man, that could have been.
That was my race pick, by the way.
Oh, man.
Oh, Parker.
That was
Oh,
involved as
snap.
well, Carlos. I think Jake got involved too. That was, I think Gilberto just couldn't handle the push he was getting. That's what it looked like.
But was the push, like, excessive?
I think
That's
it's
the
true.
question.
I think it might have been the push that Gilberto gave to Tepe, but I'll have to take a look. But and just in the corner there, nowhere for a lot of these drivers to go, and we're here in another yellow. Oh,
The only Chevy in this race.
yep. Oh man, Monticelli, a lot of damage on that 93 car, and no one's won the Seth Rawls Rocket Man award yet.
No
All
flips
cars
yet.
stayed. Yeah. Like, you can't fly without you, Seth. I mean, even your YouTube, you're not. Oh man.
That hood should not have come out like that.
Caden Tufts wants us to
Yeah.
check out his save.
What position is he in?
He's currently scored at
13th. Here's Caden Tufts.
10. My timing's broken.
Everyone pay road, by the way.
Whoa!
Boy. Yeah, like, so just a little.
That's a little. It's a little besito.
Oh boy. See, let's race off pit road. A lot of cars there.
Everybody's miles stop.
Carlson too. That's one of the worst feelings for Kyle. You probably really don't even see the wreck develop, and the next thing you know, you're turned towards the walls. That's definitely very frustrating as the South Shore teammates lead the way off pit road. Dustin Dewar, I'm surprised he took a pretty good lick there again.
Should we talk to somebody?
Yeah, who are we bringing up?
I don't know. Who do you guys want to bring up?
I see our leader. How about our leader, the Mr. Rowdy Man, getting up front, Vincent Isabella?
I see him right here from South Shore Racing. Interview waiting. Let's go bring him up.
I like how you had him in the interview waiting, because sometimes he can say things that get on broadcast that weren't meant to be on the broadcast. But Vincent, you're up front leading the race right now, and man, you made some hell of moves to get up front. How's the car feeling out there tonight?
Great. I mean, I had that first stop. I was 9th, and I had to turn my Discord sounds down because I couldn't hear anything in the race. So, yep, went from the back to the front, and here we are. 8 cars out front.
Yeah, you know, it kind of reminds me of another 8-car we seen run in real life this week. Looked like Kyle Busch out there, kind of go from the back to the front, making those moves. And 3 wide, I think you were by yourself at one point, making moves on the outside. How the hell did you do that?
Yeah, I had a really, really good push from Beers there, and we took the top, and he got chopped off. So I just stayed with the run. The top, well, what turned into the middle stayed checked up and just kept the pedal down. And then people couldn't hold their line, and next thing I know, I was in 3rd.
I have a question.
Yes.
Vince, did you know that you are the only driver other than Parker Collins? Parker Collins doesn't count. Okay. Other than Parker Collins, you're the only driver in OSCA history to have only top 10 finishes at Daytona.
Really?
All of your finishes have been top 10 in both halves.
I did not know that.
Yeah, no pressure. Your worst finish is 9th.
Hopefully I don't end up like Kyle Busch at Daytona ever, because it seems like he's always getting junked. But
See, now Vic's gonna make you crap the bed. That was not cool to bring up.
Thanks, Vic.
You're welcome. I figured you needed a little more pressure.
But yeah, no, I mean the Traders Brewing car is fast. I like plate tracks, and I got a teammate up here in David and Zach, so we'll see how we go here.
We gotta wrap it up.
What's the strategy here? Are you two gonna control the lanes?
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know as far as strategy yet. We got a long way at Daytona here with 15 laps to go, so.
Anything can happen. Well, best of luck to you, and get ready to go racing.
Thanks, fellas.
Vincent
Now,
Isabella, your leader.
I'm interested with his statement about we have a long way to go here at Daytona. We're coming to 15 to go here. A long way to go, and yet a long time ago he was still sending it 3 wide. So once again, I'd like to ask, what's going to happen here as we come to the end? What are these guys going to be willing to do to try and win the first race of the season?
Yeah, I think, you know, he has a point. I think he made those aggressive moves to get to the front, but he knows those aggressive moves could be made. And right now it's looking good for him, but that could change very quickly. We'll see what happens as Vincent Isabella leads into the green flag. 15 to go. Like Dusty's calling out some teammate shenanigans, which, well, I mean, hey, that happens everywhere.
There's some anger on the radio there, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. But Parker Collins is trying to push Vincent Isabella to the front with Westergreen and Dewar on the inside. So, you know, it might have looked like he was going to let Vincent go down to the bottom, but Vincent has opportunity to. He stays up top.
I wonder if his opportunity was too short because of the push from Parker.
That could have been. It was.
The rest of the field probably doesn't want these two up front tandeming together. They want them separated.
Yeah, yeah. The Mr. Daytona's up top, and now Dusty Dewar. He's gonna go to the outside. Oh, and he's gonna be in this. Oh, he got back in.
Whoa.
Almost put himself in the sucker hole there.
He was making moves. He didn't fully commit. I don't know if he was ever fully clear to Vincent. That was a daring move here. 14 laps to go. Get a long way, but yet we're getting down to the crunch time at the same time. When's it gonna happen, Nathaniel? When is it gonna happen?
Man, any moment with this bunch right now. I don't know. I want to say that they've learned from the aggressive pushes, but time and time again it gets close. I'm thinking the last big one's gonna happen on lap 51. That's my guess.
I could very well see that too. About a little under 5 to go, but you know, and oh man, that in real life or sim racing, I don't think it matters. These are race car drivers. I don't think they learned their lessons in one bit. Maybe even more so in a sim racer. They'll continue to find those holes where there aren't any. And right now, things kind of safe for the most part. Besides, again, also weird. Right before that wreck, I think Carlos was pointing out how darty these cars are. Oh, Parker making an aggressive move to go to the inside, breaking up those South Shore teammates a little bit.
Well, that was a heavy push in the corner, and Western wanted to go up top, but he gets blocked.
Oh man, I think Parker right now is hoping for his teammate Dallas Myhan, second car in the inside lane, to join him. He's a lone wolf out there now. For RK Motorsports, and now you got the South Shore boys all hooked up top. I think the 7, they're kind of out of bunch now. The 9, 8, 6, 7. Sounds like a phone number there. but Parker Collins getting a good push from Dusty going down the backstretch, but we'll see what those South Shore teammates can do on that outside. 12 to go, and right now I don't know why it does not feel like there's 12 to go. It feels like there's only 2 to go.
Yeah, this race is flown by. There it is.
Oh, yep. Dewar
That's
goes
the
around.
field. Oh boy.
Like Dewar or something. No. Oh, that's
Oh
Tristan.
man.
Oh man, hard hit for Carpenter. Me not find any more. Parker Collins, Mr. Daytona, kind of unofficially. Asterisk, but now it's
Not anymore.
Yep, that was a hard hit there.
Did Vincent get through, or have we ruined his top 10 streak?
He scored in second right now. I think he might have got through there. Just those and those moves.
Oh.
That, again, just the feel of that intensity shaping up there. It didn't feel like anyone was even gonna lift. Where maybe 10 laps ago they might have in that moment. Yeah, let me see the car worse for the wear there. See how we got. How did Binx get? Wow, hit somebody like that. You know what, Carlos? I agree with you. Oh, there we go. The hood's back on. I was saying that the hit he just got from Carpenter there to loosen his hood. That was a little crazy. Oh, my hand, man. Just about to join his team.
All of a sudden back up in the top 10 in smallness. Richard Garcia.
Our
that wreck early on. Now he's back up front here.
Yeah, our pole sitter for tonight. Yeah, he had some heavy damage, but kept hanging around, and here he is back in the top 5. How about Thomas Capuano? Man, oh man, he's surviving. We haven't really mentioned his name, but I think we see him right ahead of Tim Conrad. OSCA Daddy, yeah, they did that good strategy of just going to the bottom, hitting those brakes. And one thing I have to notice from these wrecks that we've seen tonight, Nathaniel, we might have had some issues with ARCA braking in the past, and it looks like tonight these guys cleaned that up quite a bit.
Whoa.
There's been a lot of solid effort from people farther back in the field to not make the wreck worse than it was. Maybe not so much this past one, because everybody's kind of on go time, and they're kind of like that ARCA driver. It's like, I'm keeping my foot on the pedal till I see the flag or God. But the earlier wrecks, they were definitely doing a lot more of realizing there's no point in driving right through it, which is nice to see.
Yeah, good to see. I mean, even in that wreck, I think it still could have been a lot worse.
Yes,
but,
yes.
Could have been. But we do have it coming out of the infield care center. The guy that was kind of had a good view of what happened, David Westergreen. Man, things were shaping up good for you. You had all your South Shore teammates lined up, but well, it seemed like the intensity was ramping up a little bit earlier than maybe what we were expecting.
Yeah, I don't know why we're throwing blocks for the lead 3 times in a lap, but the 3rd time I was done with it, and he came up and I wasn't lifting, so you know, like it's one of those things where we ran perfectly fine, and there's time for that, but it's not with 15 laps left, so I wasn't gonna lift there. I mean, I'm tired of it, and I hate it that it took out some of our guys, but yeah, I'm not getting that.
Yeah, you know, I get it. We were kind of surprised it was these moves were made that early. It felt like there was, you know, I think I just said right before the wreck happened, it seemed like there was 2 laps to go instead of 12 laps. But anyway, man, how bad's the car?
Oh no, we're done for this half, but we'll be back for the next one. You know, it's just disappointing. I really, you know, we had good group up there, but a lot of people up there were perfectly content racing. You know what I mean? And some people are more interested in trying to throw the box and hold the lane and hold the lead, and it's just not going to work in this car. So, yeah, I'm good with that. You know, it sucks, but it is what it is. Shout out to Bite Size Sports, back on the car again. It's awesome. We got to lead some laps. Hopefully you guys got to see us.
Heck yeah, we see that pink and black, baby. We know that combo's a beautiful one.
Yeah, it's
good out there.
Hopefully it's iconic. You know, we try to bring it back every time, but you know, about had it with, you know, getting run over in these iRacing leagues. So somebody keeps throwing blocks on me and stuff, late blocks. I'm not taking that anymore. I'm done with it.
Yeah, I understand it can get frustrating, but as far as your strategy for half number 2, is it gonna kind of be what it was almost brewing up to be? The South Shore guys just kind of linking up and maybe keeping the blockers behind you.
We'll see what happens. We're gonna have to get the track position back. We had it there, and you know, I think that first wreck took us out, but I was definitely pleased with the teamwork that we were displaying, but then also, you know, like we were able to you know, hold those lanes, and we weren't racing it dangerous up there, and I think that's what was good. So
Well, hopefully half number 2 is a little safer for you, less dangerous, and hey, go down there and root your teammate Vincent Isabella on to victory. Hopefully he can wrap this one up for the team.
He's in trouble now. He's lost a good bit of his help. So, hey, but shout out to James Watson and Team Watson Racing. They also came on board. That's why Ray and Zach are South Shore cars this year, and you know, it's awesome that we got to have that partnership, and hopefully it continues on.
Yeah, love to see me fine on the with the South Shore crew.
Exactly. It'll be fun.
Heck yeah. Well, hopefully it'll be a lot more fun here in half number 2. Thanks for joining us, David.
Yep. I appreciate it, guys. Have a good broadcast. Thanks a lot.
You bet. David Westergreen, obviously disappointed how things turned out here in half number 2, but man, are we going to see more of that here? These final 8 laps?
I don't know. I hope not. I hope we can get to the end here, because there was a lot of things that David was not saying there. I've been there, especially in this league. There's been times where there's a lot more you want to say, but you bite your tongue. Not that I was exactly the best at that sometimes come up into the broadcast. But hopefully we can get through here without any more incidents like that. Save that for the second half here, so then everybody can just go home. But we're back green here.
We're back green, and you can tell now we're to the point where the teammates are kind of spread out, as the start here has gotten pretty spread out, so this could get very interesting once we get up to speed, that bottom line, no help. And as David kind of predicted, Vincent Isabella might have a rough time. Oh, yeah. Look at
Two
the
teammates.
57. That's I forgot the team name. I'm going to have to look quick. The
Eisentech Race Enterprise.
Yeah, in Drew Eisenman and Richard Garcia. Two teammates. Are these are the two that are going to be the ones to watch here to close out
Like
the
watching
Binx
RFK
Designs
last
75.
season.
Yeah. Yeah. The old Keselowski and Busher. See, man, things are.
Oh, Ship's making a move to the top there.
Hey,
Behind Gavel.
They didn't want to be, they didn't want to be left out of the teammate talk here. Oh, now the Eisentech group got separated there as Garcia goes to the top. He wants to get back up front. He hasn't sniffed the lead since he was on the pole here. Oh,
And then he got
never,
lost.
yep, never mind.
I was about to say, I thought that we were going to be 3 wide for the rest of the race here, but then they just decided, nope, too early.
The line just died.
Yeah, the momentum died. Now, poor Garcia now back in 12th, trying to hang on there. Hey, how about right on the inside? Jones, look at that. Safe pit. Well, I guess we're coming to 5 to go. There's still a lot that can happen.
You still have a flip.
Yeah, we still have a flip, and hey, you know what? It might be brewing to happen here. Ooh, Neil Rutt, you can see how loose he got going into turn 1 there. His car was very upset. Man, oh man. Then who's gonna make the move, Nathaniel?
Oh man, I'm looking right now at the 77. It seems like he's been waiting. He's getting really aggressive there on the back of Tristan. I think that he's gonna be the one to make it 3. Him or Dewar.
Yep, I was gonna say, and Dewar, if Drew makes it 3 wide, I think Dewar's gonna be quick to shoot from the hip there as well. But right now, Tristan holding on for RK Motorsports on that top side, but Vincent Isabella trying to hang strong, getting that push from Neil Rutt. But, and that's where I'm going to wonder too, if it's going to be almost an advantage to be on that bottom side. If someone makes a late move, Tristan might be kind of screwed if it is that 77 car.
Yeah, you might be left out to dry there, but he does have lots of good pushers that will probably file in with him that are going to try and make up track position. You know, look at like a Ty McIntosh or a Katie Tubbs that are going to look at everybody going up high and try and stick in the middle lane and try and gain some track position. So he won't be without help, but it will hurt.
It's gonna be interesting coming down 3 laps to go. Haven't seen that move yet. Now Tristan clears Vincent Isabella. We'll see if he stays on that top side. He's sticking with the partner that he came to dance with, but the partner left him. He's going to the inside. Drew Eisenman to the inside to the lead. And now he can control both lanes if he wants to. Well, maybe not quite
here
yet.
we go.
Oh,
There's the
3
shift
wide.
boys going 3.
Yep, they went back up top. Man,
And
they're getting
Kate
good runs.
needs to decide where he's going.
See that Tristan looked like he came close to getting into Gavel, but they stayed going. But top line's not forming up really good. That middle line getting a good push coming to the line. 2 to go. Tristan holding on to the top spot.
What a run there by the middle line there. If that was the finish, that would have been something, that's for sure.
Yeah, I would have bet money on him about 300 yards to the checkered flag. But they had a great run. Now it's just probably gonna be timing of when that run hits. And is anyone gonna go to that top lane with those Shift Esports boys?
I don't know. I
thought about it.
Man.
Oh!
Man,
Oh,
they
boy.
kept it straight. The inside line is gone, though, now.
Oh, Tristan now goes to the bottom line. That middle line
Oh, they're wrecking.
has been pretty much completed.
Oh, Tim saved it?
Saved it.
Tim
Wow.
saved it. What a save. They're trying to wreck up here still. They're trying their darndest. White flag.
White flag, 1 more lap to go. And how about that inside lane holding on strong? Gavel, Dewar, and Tristan all up front. Who's going to win it? Are they going to make it back to the checkered flag? That might even be the more important question. Is the outside lane really not getting the run, but if a couple cars go with them, they might get a pretty good run down the backstretch
They
here.
had Darren for a second, but he ducked down into the middle lane.
Oh boy.
I think it's going to come down to Dewar and Tristan here. Oh, no,
Oh,
they're...
no.
And I
Tristan
think
won it.
Tristan has won.
Well, it's not official yet.
And, unless Vincent gets a run, I don't think he's going to have time. Tristan Mallet in his first race in OSCA for RK Motorsports comes away with the half number 1 victory. Vincent Isabella second, Drew Eisenman third, Neil Rutt fourth, and Thomas Capuano rounds out the top 5. Wow.
Exciting finish.
You know, since RKM lost Cameron Ridge to Eisentech, I thought it would be a while before we get to victory lane again. I didn't think it would be this short.
Especially that 29 car going back into victory
Yeah.
lane. Maybe it's the number. Maybe it's RK Motorsports. What are you guys putting in that 29 car?
You don't want to know.
Michael Waltrip Racing with the rocket fuel here.
Yeah.
Gonna quickly pull up a replay. Then we get a flip. No flip. No flip. Oh. Close
Seth
but
Rawls.
no cigar.
Somewhere out there, Seth Rawls was sitting on the edge of his seat for that one.
Wait.
Oh man! Wait. No. Oh. Yep. He had the boosters on, but he couldn't quite ignite the I don't know rocket terms, but you get what I'm saying there.
Couldn't quite take off.
Yeah, couldn't quite take off. There you go. Couldn't quite launch. But there you see Tristan Mallet in his first ever OSCA race. And what is it with those RK Motorsports cars at Daytona?
Listen, you know what it is? Is that we feed the drivers and the car ají de gallina before every single race.
A what?
Ají de gallina. It's a Peruvian staple.
Is it good?
It's so good. It's chicken and yellow pepper sauce.
Ooh.
When I was on shift, all they fed us was like half a McDouble, so... that might be it. You guys are feeding them better.
No, we get aromas de Peru catered to us.
That's I'm totally in on that. But there you see the final results there. Adam Tepe, the only Chevrolet in the field, getting a top 10 run there in 6. Darren Staff, we've seen him get little kisses at least in every wreck, but he ends up in 7th. Our pole sitter, Richard Garcia, 8th. Brent Jones, that safe pick in 9th, and Dustin Dewar having a shot to win, going on the last lap, but rounds out your top 10 after getting involved. But are we going to wait to do the interviews? Is that correct?
What does
He's
Vic want again?
using the restroom. He's using the restroom, so I would not.
Too much Inca Cola before the race.
What, is that like a Coca-Cola or something?
No, it's a Peruvian drink. It's a golden cola.
Oh, you know what? I've seen that before.
It's really good.
Do you know what's
What makes
interesting?
so
This isn't
much-
the first time we've talked about this.
It's
You know
not.
what? Maybe that is why.
About Peruvian cuisine right
You know what? I don't remember. I think maybe that's. We've had this conversation. I might have Googled it. That's maybe where I've seen it.
Yeah, because we used to have Inca Cola as a sponsor for our RKM.
Oh, you know what? I think, yep. It's all coming back to me now. Okay, you guys are probably too young for that stuff.
now. Karaoke nights. Let's
Yeah.
go. Can we have an OSCA karaoke night?
It'll probably have to be a part of the OSCA OnlyFans.
Yeah, you got to pay for that kind of action. There's a subscription fee for that, but. Whew, so
Let's see if he's back. Let's see if Tristan's back.
see if Tristan's back, but Nathaniel, you know, we thought that half number 2 would probably be the crazier one. Is it going to
Man,
get
I hope I'm
crazier from
wrong.
here?
I
Yeah.
hope I'm wrong. Oh, here's Tristan.
Yeah, Tristan, first time out here in OSCA competition, getting the victory, and certainly one, you know, you can't say, hey, it was the Daytona luck. You were up front for quite a bit of it. You even had to go to the back, work your way up to the front. Tell us a little bit of the story of how you ended up in victory lane.
It was definitely a fun race, that's for sure. I didn't really have any high expectations. I was just gonna ride and see what the race was gonna bring me, but I had a good track position throughout. And then at the end, when that final caution came and I made it through, I was like, I have a real shot to win this. So I just went out there and sent it. Came away with a checkered.
Heck yeah, were you a little nervous when the car started wrecking alongside you?
Oh yeah, I kept my foot all over the loud pedal. I was like, please let me get out of here, please.
And then were you worried about maybe someone getting a run? We've seen Vincent Isabella. I can't remember who he's hooked up with there, but were you worried about some of those guys drafting by you, coming to checkered flag, or do you think you're pretty safe at that point?
I was a little worried. That's why I moved up high so they wouldn't have my draft. But I thought I was pretty safe.
Yeah, safe indeed. Ended up here in victory lane. He had Carlos up here with a tear in his eye. He didn't know when this 29 car was going to come back into victory lane. Of course, last year, driven by Cameron Rich, and you know, you come out here, you're making a statement, man. That's you know, there's a lot of prestige in that 29 car, and you're just continuing on with that tradition. How's it feel?
It feels pretty damn good. I've heard a lot about the 29 car winning a lot, winning championships and all that. So to be able to come out here and win in my first start, I mean that feels really, really good, and I'm proud to get that for the team.
Heck yeah, Carlos, are you proud?
Oh, I am so proud. I really just did not expect. I'm actually trying to do the math because it's been a while since I've even had to like update. I'm gonna have to update the Twitter banner again. It's been such a hot minute. I don't even know how many wins that 29 got last year. It was I think it was almost double digits, and it's gonna be, I think, victory number. I have to figure that out later. That's not too important. You gotta prepare yourself for half number 2.
Yeah. How's that? Hey, what do you got to do for that?
This is the 9th victory, by the way, for the number 29.
Number 9, that sounds pretty good. I think I'm just gonna do more or less the same. Just kind of see what the race gives me, and if I have a shot to win it, I'm just gonna try and win it.
Hey, go out there and get number 10. But before I let you go, Nathaniel, you got anything for Tristan here?
Yeah, just we have some speculation here in the booth. We were thinking that the second half was going to be more chaotic, but that first half was pretty chaotic. Do you think it can get worse?
Oh, I'm sure it can get worse, but I expect it to be about the same. I don't think it'll get much worse, to be honest.
All right, I hope you're right.
Yeah, that's
Me
fair.
too, me too.
But before we let you get ready for half number 2 as well, any shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, well, Carlos for letting me drive his 29 car. Really appreciate it. Darren Staff for making my fire-ass paint scheme. Love this thing.
That is
And
So good.
thank you. And for Vic for allowing me to race here.
heck yeah. Well, congratulations on getting the 29 car, the 9th win. Go out there and get number 10. Get it out of the way.
Yes, sir. I'll certainly try.
Heck yeah. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
That was Tristan Mallet, winner here of half number 1, and now
We're gonna do picks now, right?
yeah, oh yeah, let's do the picks. Who's Vic? Do you know?
So first pick is unfortunately it is Nathaniel Cherry.
Yeah, that was rough. Not good.
I hate to break it to you, but it's not by much. It's by one.
Hey, listen, it's Daytona, man.
Off to
Who you got?
a rough start.
Yeah, so who you got?
I'm gonna take Neil Rutt. He was quietly up front that entire race. Oh, sorry, Goody. I like the speed that he's showing, and I think he can repeat it here in this house.
So by one position, the driver's pick is up next, and they've gone for something. I don't know how I feel about it, but it's Rashid Coles. It's a choice. It is a choice. I'll give it that.
It is a choice. Yep.
It's a choice. Carlos, you're up next.
Yeah, well, they didn't really go my way right now. The number 93 finished 12th. You know, could have been worse, could have been better. Didn't flip either, so didn't get. Actually, he could still flip first. Nobody has flipped yet. It was pretty close. Not gonna pick the 93. I'm not gonna double down on him. Instead, You can only go up right now, and there's only one driver who is in this position, one driver who can only go up. And I'm going to pick him, number 27, Adam Peeler, starting dead last in the field. He's going to have himself a decent finish tonight.
That is a choice as well. I mean, it's entirely possible. He money shifted in half one, by the way.
He can only go up.
Hold up.
Yeah. Goody, you're up
Went
next.
up in the gears.
Well, no, the theme for me, I think, is gonna be safe picks, and I'm teeter-tottering between two guys. You know what? Hell, I'm going with the only Chevy in the field. Give me the 96 of Adam Tepe.
I don't hate that choice. He's a pretty good plate racer. So, you know, I gave you guys the statistics earlier
Yeah, you did.
on who's going to win half two. So, you know, it's crazy because none of you use those.
No.
I'm not good at math.
So, I gave you didn't have to be good at math. I gave you the number.
I can't
But,
read
you know,
either.
you can't read. I'm going to go with the number 57. Statistically, that position is going to win half two.
Wow. Hey, you know, yeah, Garcia, who was our pole sitter, so he's got speed. He was in a position to even win half number one. It should be a fun one to see.
It is 2 to green, just so you know.
2 to green, okay. So up front with that invert, we do have Nicholas Monticelli, Kynan Jones up front. So those are kind of, well, you know, we see Monticelli up front at the beginning of half number one before he got wrecked out. And kind of, we haven't really mentioned a lot of him besides, you know, maybe topping off on fuel. And we have Gilberto, Caden Tufts. They were up front late in half number one. How about in the inside of the next third row, Dave Carpenter, Matt Hackathorn, 2 drivers we haven't mentioned too much here of the night. So now, Nathaniel, we have those new faces up there. How comfortable are you to kick off half number 2?
Man, I want to be positive. I'm gonna be positive here. I think they'll learn. I think race car. I know we said race car drivers don't learn. I think they will. I think we're gonna make it at least 10 laps this time before someone wrecks.
Yeah, and that's important. It's not do they learn, how long will they learn it? So
that's true.
You know, from 5 to 10 laps, that's like you know, what is it?
That's 100% increase. Yeah.
That's progress right there. So,
Yeah, I don't know. I think these guys up front here, these are people who didn't exactly have the best finish because would have been Monticelli finished 19th in the last half. So they don't want to do anything dumb and then get another poor finish right away.
Yeah, and that's one of these things too. Even these guys that were up front, like Caden Tufts, Gilberto, having a shot at a decent finish, you know, they don't want those chances to go away. You know, right off, right on the start of here, early on in the going, and maybe lap 9 or 10 to go up in flames. But there could be those guys. I'd be curious to see Vincent Isabella. Maybe starting, I believe, in 18th, 17th, 18th. I think he got second.
Yeah, he still has that streak of top 10s at Daytona.
He has that streak, but we saw almost that impatience early in the going half number one. Those moves that he made to get up front. Is he going to do that again, or is he maybe going to hook up with some of those South Shore boys that didn't have the best luck? 'Cause I think a lot of them are going to be kind of towards the back. We heard from Westergreen, I believe, even Bojo and Ray Bracey, 21st, 22nd. So those South Shore boys, I'll be curious to see how those guys work their way up through the field. It's going to be a fun half to watch here. And I believe
they were efficient last half, but we're about to get going, so we'll see what they do here.
And we're about to find out as the pace truck's diving down pit road. Monticelli's pulling those belts one more time. Well, he's now hitting the loud pedal as we are green flag here, half number 2. The Binx Designs 275. Right now, that outside line forming up pretty good. That inside line looking a little rough, but hey, Monticelli's hanging on pretty good on the inside.
At the moment, I find him saying that he got a black flag for a restart violation.
He's been cleared.
I'm not I'm not, did it get cleared? It had
Yeah, it got
cleared.
cleared, yeah.
Okay. I did think that restart looked a
Yeah,
bit funky there.
So
Is that-
what it
is
is
that
is the
what you're-
outside line has to go X amount of speed in the tri-oval to stay up with the leader, and according to iRacing, it was too much.
Oh yeah, that little fickle line thing that iRacing has. Yeah, it's tough being in second place and trying to maintain that. But Darren Staff right now looks like he's going to be minding his P's and Q's in the back because hey, look at
We're already
that
great.
Vincent. That
We're
man,
already
look who it
it's
is.
Vincent Isabella.
He's
I mean,
doing it.
I was giving him a hard time in the booth about it, but I mean, it works.
Oh.
So why not go back?
Man, almost Hackathorn and Dewar almost getting into him.
Well, they
Oh,
saw what
and-
happened last half. They don't want him getting back up there.
And it looked like Beers is going to try to go in that outside line. We'll see if he can link up with his buddy there, Vincent Isabella. He got racked out early in half number one, but he's looking to work his way up to the front as Monticelli holding on to that lead. The middle line right now kind of depleting pretty quickly with some of those guys going up to the top. Oh, Carpenter and Kynan almost getting together as Carpenter's working his way into the top three. Maybe trying to take a crack at the lead here as he's pulling alongside Monticelli right now going into one.
How long is this 3 wide? They got Beers and Collins as well on that top side. This 3 wide is going to be here until rest
Oh.
happens. And there's some people. There's people getting out of there. The Weekend Woodsmen boys want no part of this.
No. Yeah, that 3 wide, it's either going to be when those boys are up front or there's a wreck. There's no in between. As Vincent gets cleared.
Trying to control 3
We got Carpenter on the inside taking the lead right now. Might be a little hard for him to control, but that push from the top, we'll see who leads this lap. I think Carpenter is going to have the line advantage. Is that Carlson? I don't know who led that lap.
These guys are racing more aggressive on lap 4 of this half than they were on lap 55 of the last lap.
Yeah,
and they wrecked on the last lap.
So we can throw that "did they learn anything" out the window. We won't talk.
We
about
still
that.
haven't had a yellow. They could make it 10 laps, Goody.
That's true. That's true. And we are seeing a big group of the guys. They're some people. We see a lot more people aborting mission with some of this 3 wide action.
The shift boys are also getting out of there now too.
And how about this? The short track kid here at a super speedway up front. Going from the back to the front, up 23 spots to the lead, and right behind him, Parker Collins. They both started in the back.
That is ludicrous. 4 laps to go from basically the back of the field to first place.
Yeah, they worked the hard way, the long way around on that outside, and really, it's crazy how much momentum that third line can get. Because there was only really, maybe max 6 cars, but for the most part, it seemed like 4 cars, and they were making hay up there. Dewar might want to go 3 wide, I don't know. Or if he just gets a little squirrely there. Now Parker Collins back up front where he feels most comfortable. He's more familiar with finishing first at Daytona than where he finished 25th in half number 1.
Is that his first ever non-win at Daytona? Last time?
I believe so. Right? Well, it's only his second time.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
but
correct.
still, it still counts. First non-win.
66% win rate. Oh, that's pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah. He's gonna try to make it 75 after half number 2 here. Look at us just doing math.
I can't do math, Vic. I didn't. I tried to read your stats. Sorry.
Parker Collins was awesome. He showed up kind of out of nowhere with like he was looking for a team on the off season when I formed RKM for the first time, and I had already gotten I already had my man, which was Zach Evans, and I was like, let me give him a teammate. So I found Parker Collins, and showed up, swept both halves of the first race, giving the first 2 wins for the team, and then pretty much called it a season. he had other stuff. Unfortunately, he had a change of work, and it's a legit reason, so he had to withdraw. But we got Darren Stapp out of that.
Beers is deciding that too much. That's surprising. That Beers is decided it's too much up there.
unless maybe his car was overheating and didn't see an exit, so he just maybe I don't know. That's
Maybe,
very
yeah.
uncharacteristic of Oscar here. Now Dustin the Dragon Doer trying to look fierce out there. He's got the lead. He'll lead lap number 8. Jake Scarborough right behind him. How about Scarborough too? He came all the way back from 27th starting position. Now second.
He calls himself a plate track merchant. I guess he's trying to make good on that name.
You know what? And I like the Scarborough. You know, kind of reminds me like wait before my time. You know, I'm old. I'm not that old, but old Cale Yarborough. You know, like Daytona. I think it's fitting. I like it.
That's totally not where my mind goes. I'm from Southern Ontario, and there's a town called Scarborough. That's
Oh,
where I'm
wow. I mean, that's probably more appropriate. You know, I'm just. I have the random old NASCAR drivers that names
I
pop in
would-
my head.
I wouldn't call Cale Yarborough a random old
No.
NASCAR driver. I don't know.
Well,
The guy was all right, I guess. He was kind of good.
yeah, you know, he won a championship or he won 3 in a row. But him now Scarborough and Dewar battling for the top spot as Dewar gets into the outside lane, getting that push from Mr. Daytona Parker Collins. See these lines are. I mean, I don't think they're as formed up, but it's crazy. You see the whole line of cars that are kind of lagging in the back.
Oh, Vincent's
Led
trying
by
to go
Booker.
3. Gilberto closed it. Gilberto stopped it to go in 3.
Not right now. We have another lap until we can learn our lesson. Then we can go. We can go wild.
I wonder if they were listening to the broadcast. Vincent make it to 10.
Yep.
For Cherry and Goody.
And are they gonna do it? I was gonna say too
They've
soon.
done it. They've done
Yep.
it. They've made it
It's
10
official.
laps.
Oh, boy.
Taylor made the daring mo.
Almost just barely.
Come on, buddy. That was scary. Woo. And you know, I talked to Dewar. He doesn't like making those aggressive moves, and sometimes I think it shows. And there's a couple hesitations, but he tells me like you have to make those moves if you want to stay out front, and I think that's certainly true. But whoa, are my eyes deceiving me right now? The 8 car going in the back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Someone check if he's feeling okay. That's both
Yeah.
Isabella and Beers that have dropped to the back.
I thought maybe Carlos is messing with me and playing me this race of rewind, making it look like he was.
I wonder if they're trying to do a last to first challenge here. They're just trying to challenge themselves.
Yeah.
They've already done it once. Might as well do it again.
Yeah. But man, at least the 2 guys that are the most aggressive right now are up front, Dustin Dewar and Jake Scarborough, as they're your top boys. But things kind of looking a little thinner now as these guys are kind of minding their P's and Q's. So I think we did see kind of a reverse of that aggressiveness, at least in the early going. This could mean maybe the first half of half 2 is going to be a little calmer, but I'm wondering if we do get like green flag pit stops, how that intensity will ramp up, especially if these groups get a little bit more spread out.
I'm very interested to see if we get them the first time that this group has to do green flag pit stops together. It can be tough at any track the first time you're doing it with a bunch of new drivers, but a plate track is that tenfold. So it'll be very interesting to see, especially since the entire pack is one pack right now. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, everybody's within 3 seconds right now. So it could get a bit hectic.
It could get wild and crazy. And look at RK Motorsports trying to go to the lead on the top side. Parker Collins pushing his teammate Dale Smihan to the lead. So hey, Dewar and Scarborough not the only aggressive ones out there. Smihan's going to control both lanes. And look at this.
That's same day delivery, right there.
Yo. It has, now RK Motorsports controlling both lanes, top and bottom. They're both getting pretty good pushes from Dewar and Kyle Carlson. Oh, maybe too good. Ooh, that could have ended up poorly. Ended up on the apron. My
Oh, and we're
able to
going
hang on to
3.
it. Oh, Carlson's going to take it 3. Parker Collins, is he going to get stuck in the sucker hole? I think he is. Now the RK Motorsports, as quickly as that group formed up, controlling the race.
Are we going 3? We're actually making 3 lanes here,
Yeah.
boys?
Yeah, we're making 3 lanes. Why not? Why not? We're past lap 10. Let's have at her. Let them eat.
You're right. That's on me. Actually, I'll stop questioning it.
Hey, we're halfway in a fuel run. We don't want to see those green flag pit stops. And in that middle lane there you see Binx pick, our pole sitter for tonight. Garcia hanging on in the top 10. And what I always love too is there's going to be a certain point, as they see Dewar trying to go up top to the lead, is these guys that are in the back, especially guys like Vincent Isabella. I think he's linked up with some of those other South Shore Racing boys. They're going to want to go to the front, and that's whenever that happens. If it's 2 laps or 20 or 30, it's going to be fun to watch. Get there. I'm kind of surprised that Daniel how quickly these laps actually can click off here at Daytona.
Yeah, it feels like I'm in a whole nother world. Last race it felt like the laps were a minute and a half on average.
Now they're clicking away at a pretty good pace, but some of these guys still making aggressive moves, trying to get a little TV time for their sponsors, and Dusty Dewar, sponsored by JD's Hilltop Salvage. JD, hope you're watching. Like seeing your boy up front. You see the new colors for Dusty Dewar here tonight. Kyle Carlson on the outside, sponsored by the I can't remember, is it
Minnesota Football Club.
Yeah.
Oh, Minnesota United Football Club.
United.
Minnesota United.
Yep. How about it's not too
Wasn't
far
the season
away from
opener
it.
yesterday or the day before or something?
What?
MLS? Yeah, I think MLS started yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Miami got the dub.
Yeah. I
They at
know,
the
I was
Alliance Field, dude. It's
What?
on the way to US Bank Stadium.
Ah, okay. So yeah, it's right on the same road there. I'm gonna have to check that out. I went
have
to Chicago
no-
Fire. That was pretty fun.
I have no MLS teams near me. I live in the middle of Canada. We have a team in Vancouver and a team in Toronto and Montreal. So nothing near me.
Hey, so who do you root for? Do you have an MLS?
I don't watch the MLS. I really don't. I watch us in European leagues.
See, I'm not a huge soccer fan, but if someone wanted to go to a MLS game or any soccer game that was playing, I think I know there was some of the European leagues that played at Lambeau not too long ago. I would have went to that.
Minnesota United's first game of the season is on Saturday the 24th against Austin. And then their first home opener is March 2nd against Columbus.
So we're this area is getting a little bit warmer weather. Hopefully it's trending that way.
So for all of our Minnesota
That's how
United
it's looking.
fans in the in the stream, now you know. Just in case you didn't know when your team's playing, Carlos is still doing.
Yep. I think Carlson, well, he probably knew that just by having that logo on your car. But, hey, in case he forgot, he just got reminded. Well, things, we've had these little sketchy moments up front, but, for the most part, things are taming down a little bit. I thought even maybe as we went along, it would kind of still ramp up here a little bit.
Saw a lot of the top two, both of the lines. They're leaving space for each other, letting the bubble of air kind of push the cars into the actual bumper.
Yeah, things looking good. There you see half number 1 winner, Christian Mallett, 13th position. Again, I think he's going with the mindset. He told us he's going with that mindset. I think a lot of these guys are kind of playing the same way. You see how the race unfolds for him. Looking out pretty good. He's in the striking distance if need be, but for the most part, right. Seeing how things unfold. I didn't even notice the 3Y TV multicam. There's the Ryan Gavel in the back. This kind of reminds me of when I first noticed that guys were kind of hanging in the back of the Speedway in real life. I think it was Dale Pierre. Some times I remember him trying to work his way back up front, getting in a wreck, but a lot of times that works. We'll see how, once we make a note, we'll see where Gavel finishes currently scored dead last in the third lane.
The only thing with that line that I was mentioning in the first half is, and we're right in the pit stop window now. If something happens during the pit stops and it gets all spread out, and you're at the back there and you're not connected to the lead pack, that could be your race over, because then we'll likely go green it again if it's all spread out like that.
No, it's interesting. And this is an observation I've been making for a number of laps now. I can hear some of these guys lifting and just coasting in the drive.
Wonder if they're trying to save fuel.
They're trying to save that fuel.
Make it a one-stop.
Yep. So, and there's still some of these guys I think that want to be up front, but obviously that's where you burn the most fuel. But don't tell Parker, Carlson, Dewar, Myhan that, because it seems like they're still wanting to be up front here.
I think the Shift boys have abandoned that strategy.
Stern staff is not always on the full throttle, from what I can tell. I don't think he's trying to save, but he's not fully on the throttle.
I want to know why the Shift boys have abandoned their teammate Jake Scarborough up front. Is he just a pawn in their game? It's really interesting. The rest of them are hanging out in the back, but
Conrad pit road.
Oh, pit stops. Ooh, I think Rashid Coles. Did he get a little sideways coming up pit road?
Oh, Peeler, my pick.
oh no!
Oh, you're too far to the left. Peeler, no, don't back up too much. Oh no, Rashid Coles.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
boy, that is.
Oh
That is tough.
man.
That is, I don't know how to commentate on that.
At least they're gonna
he
be
almost
together.
wrecked again. He
Oh.
almost wrecked again coming out of the stall.
It's like he knows he's on broadcast and he's just compounding his issues there. But
Beat stops?
oh boy.
No beat stops.
No takers that time.
I thought they would have because they're single filing out.
Except for Caden and Dylan Thomas. Apparently they're just going to go to the lead right now. Just the two of them are overpowering this entire line.
Man, oh man. They're not worried about pit stops anytime sooner. Maybe they figure, oh, Rashid Coles coming off pit road got sideways there.
And don't look now, but look who's leading that charge on the outside line.
Oh, yeah.
Vincent Isabella.
It is time, and he's got those South Shore boys hooked up with him. See, he went to the back, grabbed his teammates, maybe had a cup of coffee. He's going to the front right now.
These guys are like trying to form up like a battle for a stage when we got pit stops here.
Pit stops are leaders coming down pit road. We get woed up.
Oh no.
Oh
No.
Oh, Minnesota United. That's a black flag.
That's old yellow card there for the 18. Yellow card, that's the correct card, right?
Oh no. Is he good?
Oh,
I think he's
I
Gucci.
think it's...
Oh, Carlson missed his stall.
Oh no.
Talking about things compounding into worse events. Kyle Carlson now will have to come back around. So we know of at least a few drivers here that hope somehow, some way a caution comes out. But as
More
you said,
takers here.
Here's the RTM, boys.
Sorry,
Oh.
what were you saying, Goody?
oh, I was just gonna ask you. What you pointed out earlier, as far as the guys like Peeler, Carlson want a yellow, but now that we're in the green flag pit stop, seems like it's going to be less likely we'll see a caution.
All right, it's very obvious. Very obvious. My guys pay attention to their tape before the race on practicing pit stops because they, aside from a small amount of contact, they kind of nailed that.
Because right now we still got people going double file here. Well, it's just cleaning out now, but we're on lap 25 now. And that's about as far as Binx thought they could maybe go. That's everybody minus 4 people. It's the Shift boys that have stayed out.
That's crazy that even Scarborough is in that group.
It is notably the people I specifically heard lifting and coasting.
So everybody on Shift.
Was Scarborough in the middle of that lead pack doing the same thing?
I guess. It's interesting though because
Weren't you
right now
guys
they
saying
have
the guys on
Gilberto,
shift
but
weren't
it's-
have abandoned the strategy?
I
they
said
got
they
to a
might have
point-
abandoned their strategy, but they might have saved enough, maybe.
They
Maybe
maybe
they
got
saved
to
to
a
the
point
point they
where
wanted.
they didn't need anymore. Yeah. But right now they've got Gilberto outside of their little drafters, so they're gonna have to pick him up during pit stops. Because they can't afford to really let off. I think
Here we
they're
go.
coming this time.
Gilberto will have to try to get in aggressively. It looks like he's coming in
Oh,
hot.
he
trying
is
to catch-
cooking. Is Gilberto gonna get down to the limit? That's gonna be close.
Oh,
Yeah, he
that
did.
was close.
He's Gucci.
Gucci can't have a peeler stop though. Otherwise, he'll definitely be hurting there. So he might be okay, or at least if there's a car.
Well, that was close.
Oh.
That was good. That was a good stop. I'm not gonna lie. But he's not changing
And he-
tires.
I don't think any
So-
of these guys have.
I know you guys are focused on this, but Dewar almost just biffed it off pit road. He went through the grass on the apron, so
Oh, I think
he
the
he
South
lost a
Shore
lot
guys
of
are gonna-
positions.
The
Oh,
South Shore
man.
guys are gonna beat shift here out of the pits, and then there's the pack of bees behind them. Holy.
boy.
We're about to have a good old-fashioned South Shore versus shift battle here.
Hey, we haven't seen that yet this year, so hey, I'm primed up. I'm ready for this action right now.
All right, which one of these guys is gonna throw the dumb block? I hope none of them,
Yeah,
because
we
Beers is coming.
We see it in the Daytona 500. Will it happen again?
Gilberto's definitely not gonna be the one to do it.
Gilberto didn't. He'll have to blend in with those South Shore boys. See if he
He's
can.
got the pack. He's got the pack with him here.
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
then we got 3 shift guys up front here. 1, 2, 3. Nose to nose to nose.
Zach Evans, does he just have damage we've seen on his bumper?
Well, Parker
Yeah, the
Paul's-
92 and
Parker's
6
pit
got
road.
together on the backside.
Interesting for the 92.
He's calling it quits there, unfortunately.
Oh, hopefully everything's okay with the 92, but retiring for the night. And
Oh, he had a
here's the
meatball
South
flag.
Shore. Oh. Wow.
Yeah, down the backstretch, the 92 and 6 got together. 92 cited that something happened where they're like, I can't remember if he said a cat got in his shoulder, maybe?
Huh?
I don't know, it was weird.
You know what? That happens. You probably ask our guy currently in third, Mr. Bojo, about that one. That's Ray Bracy.
Oh yeah, he came down. Yeah.
Oh, the bumper cover.
Oh, that better not have been Dallas losing his hood.
Oh. And it's crazy these OSCA officials are not throwing the yellow for that.
That's audible debris.
Debris all over the racetrack.
It's raining. It's raining on the track.
Is Austin Beers making his
Oh,
return to
no.
OSCA competition? Oh, that looks rough. But it's weird. His front bumper looks fine.
But he has no hood.
Yeah, what the heck is going on out here?
He's using the draft because he doesn't have a hood.
Yeah.
No! You're seeing all the RKM secrets.
Don't look. Everyone look away. You're not old enough. Can't hold the secret.
What?
That's for OSCA OnlyFans only.
Yep, you gotta pay for
Oh
that.
my goodness. Anyways, up front here, we got 4 South Shore guys. And now Gilberto has been able to catch up, and it's 4v4 right now, and then the pack's behind him.
This is gonna be a fun little battle. The kind of the lone guy, I guess you could say, Austin Beers, the Do Good Motorsports machine, but works very well with a lot of those South Shore boys. He's no stranger working with Vincent Isabella and David Westergreen, so it's virtually a 4v4 battle. And Ryan Gavel, he's ready to jump into that fight right now. Oh man, my pick just went left now.
Nuts.
Man, he must have had.
How's my
he
pick
must have had
doing?
an issue on pit road as you see Carlson too. We've seen him earlier miss his pit box.
You know what? I think, Vic, you have the engine sounds better than I do. Are the shift guys still saving fuel? Because it seems they're holding off a lot.
Yeah, they didn't really make that run. did they?
I wasn't watching them. Let me watch them for a couple laps. I'll get back to you.
Maybe not in full save mode, but definitely trying to stay in the draft.
I can confirm they're at least half throttle.
So
They are definitely not full.
They're trying to make it to the end.
So who would have thunk we would be here at Daytona talking fuel mileage for half number 2?
I have insider info from the Shift Esports owner. Seth Brawl says, I think they are saving, but he spelled saving S-A-V-U-N-G, so he could also be calling them Samsung. I'm not sure.
That's all right. One of his drivers accidentally put his team name without the F on league application. So misspelling.
No.
Misspelling.
Oh, no.
Go hand in hand.
That's a bad mistake to make.
There's a joke there that the admin group used to make, so.
Oh no.
But up front now, we might have a new leader, but Beers will hold off. But our half number 1 winner, Tristan Mallet, working his way up front, trying to pull the sweep of tonight. That beautiful looking 29 car. New driver, same results right now. Will he keep it going? He's got Darren Staff. Man, it'd be cool to see Darren Staff break through, getting a victory lane this season. Waiting for it.
He's had the speed for a long time now. I think a lot in his rookie season. I remember I was on the track with him. There's sometimes where he would make some questionably aggressive moves, but I know he's a younger guy, so that's just kind of how it goes. But as he's matured and grown into this league a bit more, he's a bit more calculated. It could definitely happen this season. It could happen this race.
See what happens here. I know Carlos will have more tears, as if RKM pulls off a sweep here. Still a long way to go, a lot of work to do, and see if they have the strategy too. If they might have to.
Oh, goody!
Oh boy!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Austin Beers had a lick. He is definitely done. I think Tristan's probably out of that too. I looked away for a second. What started that? Was that Darren getting into
that? Was an unfortunate push between Darren and his teammate.
Talk about commentator's curse.
Yeah, that was it, and you can see the dejection of Darren after that wreck. I think he knew if he could go back and do that maybe a little differently. Oh man.
Oh man, just hooked his quarter panel in the corner. Beers had a hard lick.
He didn't flip either, did he?
Did he? I don't know.
Well, we'll take a look.
Yeah, he got the wheels off the ground.
D West here, who wasn't happy with half 1 results. Not gonna be happy now, but he looks like he might be okay.
Yeah, I think he just got in the binders. And, oh man.
That's deep happening in the driver's shop.
Yeah.
Not too happy about what's going on here.
Yeah, and even just hearing Darren's reaction to some of the beating that's going on, you can tell he doesn't want to hear it. I think he knows, and you know he's.
Sometimes that's the thing. I understand when you're frustrated, you just want to vent it all out. But 9 times out of 10, the guy whose fault it is knows, and yelling at him's just gonna make an enemy for another race. So sometimes it's best to just leave it.
Yeah, and I've had that too, where people called me out for something stupid I did, and it's like, man, I'm already pissed off at myself. Don't make me pissed off at you. So
yeah,
it's kind of one of those things. But and then on the flip of it, I totally understand why you're mad that you got involved in it. You want to let someone know.
Yeah,
Point out Austin Beers, Tristan, and Darren's staff. They all got meatball flags on that wreck.
I think Darren will have a short one. But, Beers on the other.
Jake stayed out.
It sounds like.
Whoa!
Whoa! Gilberto. What just happened there? Did he miss his
Did
stall?
he miss his stall? No, I think he's good.
Did he have contact getting out of his stall?
That's what I'm thinking.
Huh. To get things sorted, coming on a pit road, we do have Austin Beers out of the infield care center.
Oh man! All right, let's let.
Yeah, Austin, man. Back here in OSCA competition for the 2024 A season, it start off the best. You made a little noise. You're working your way up front. You got to lead a little bit, but not the results you wanted. How you feeling, bud?
I'm alright. Little banged up from the hit we took, but it is what it is. I knew I wasn't gonna do good tonight. Get it, do good. I'm on the do good team. But
I see what you did there.
I didn't have any like expectations coming in tonight. This doesn't really matter for the season. This is one of those wild cards, so just happy to go to a real racetrack next week and hopefully get a win or two.
Heck yeah, I like that optimism here, but you know, this being our first caution now, we're now 20 laps to go. Were you surprised to see, how much calmer, I guess you could say, half number 2 was compared to half number 1?
I don't know. It's always a mixed bag with what these races provide. Just seeing what guys are gonna do, who's gonna go try to take the lead and stuff, and how it's gonna play out. But I was pretty content where we were. Obviously leading, was working with Vince and those guys a little bit as well, just with our pitch strategy and stuff. And I thought we were playing it really really safe and had a good strategy there. But just I guess inexperience pushing, or just I don't know, lack of patience, or just not thinking right, caused that one, and just took me out with a pretty hard hit.
Yeah, and the worst part of it, you didn't win the Seth Rawls Rocket Man Award. You did not do a flip.
No, kept all 4 on it at some points. Did not go upside down. Definitely a throwaway race car though, so we're gonna have to get some 2 new ones for next week.
Yeah, well, hopefully they'll be fast. I'm making sure Doer works overnight to get you some fast cars for next week. But before we let you go, any shoutouts you want to give?
Yeah, Joyous Eating, Black Flag Podcast, Troy Race Cars, Hacks, and Do Good Motorsports, and you guys, and then Vic for putting up with us idiots every week.
Yeah, actually, before you go, I have a question.
Yep.
Where are you going to finish in the Wheel and Modified points this year?
Hopefully first.
Hopefully. I'll be watching, bud.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Got 6th at New Smyrna. Yeah, our best New Smyrna finish, so we'll go to Richmond where I won last year and see how it goes.
Well, best of luck to you, bud.
Appreciate it. Just glad to be back in OSCA. This is really like the first league I got involved in when it was, I think, Cloud 9 back in the day.
Oh my god, I don't want to talk about that.
So, it's
we're going green, guys.
All right, we're going green.
Good luck to everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And just quickly as we go green here, I was watching the 3Y TV multicam there. It looks like what happened to Gilberto was he thought that he was clear to go into his pit stall and actually ran into Isabella.
Who was leaving his stall.
Yeah, so I think Gilberto actually did not pit. So we'll see. Did he come back in eventually?
He did. He did.
So,
with that last caution lap.
All right. Well, we're back green here.
Back green, that inside line got the good jump, but they're a little too spread out. Here comes Vincent Isabella and Ryan Gavel on the top side, taking over the lead. Here you have a teammate, a Shift Esports teammate pushing a South Shore guy past Shift Esports driver Jake Scarborough. Interesting. Really no choice there, but getting underway. Yeah, now we kind of got a little Shift Esports South Shore Donnie Grip going on right now.
This reminds me of 2022, man. It's 2023.
Heck yeah, the good old days are back. Hey, it's good to have those team rivalries going on, but hey, how about that Do Good car? Carpenter just had Austin Beers wreck out. He wants to put another Do Good car up front. He's got OSCA Daddy pushing. There's a lot of years in the front 2 cars, a lot of age up there.
Dave Carpenter, just like my pick, last race was quietly in it until he unfortunately got caught up in a wreck. But usually at these play tracks, they are always around at the end. You need to be around at the end to have a chance. And here we are with less than 20 to go. He's leading the outside left.
And you know what? Speaking of Cale Yarborough, I believe that's a Cale Yarborough throwback there for OSCA Daddy.
I believe you're right. Looks like it.
Yeah, the old Hardee's machine. And I believe that Hardee's machine, the car that Cale Yarborough flipped on a single car run?
That sounds right.
Yeah, I think it was that car. I'll have to YouTube. I'm gonna have to YouTube and I'll think about it while I'm trying to sleep.
We talked about Kill Yarborough. Do you know how to use YouTube, Giddy?
F you. Oh man, it'll take me about 10 minutes to type out the search bar, but you know, I think I'll find it.
Oh wait,
But now,
OSCA Daddy's got the Oculus on too.
oh yeah, I'm just surprised. Even though he's in that second car in the top lane, I'm surprised he's still not sipping a beer. What is going on?
You can't see it with the VR.
Oh, you can drink and wear a VR headset at the same
you
time.
can drink it as long as OSCA Daddy. It's all by feel, man. It's second nature. Oh, there we go.
It's Tristan going another lap down.
Oh no, earlier tonight, Carlos was saying that he couldn't drink while racing without the VR, so I'm just wondering.
No, that was drinking water. It's different.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I can't drink water because I already have to use the bathroom before the race ends. I would explode if I drink water.
And the trick for OSCA Daddy, believe it or not, is a catheter while he's racing.
Oh.
Don't know if that's true, but
So everybody is like, dude, just pee in a cup during the race, or some other form of like a hose or something. But that's just me giving up. I still wouldn't believe I have the age in me to go a race without having to use the bathroom. I don't want to give up. I still want to fight that battle. I'm only 29.
You're only 29. You're saying you're old. You're young.
you got some few old years left in you, Carlos. we got a battle on. A lot of these guys maybe have to go to the bathroom. They're now trying to get this race done quickly, be up front while they do it.
I wouldn't have to in this league because we have halftime breaks.
Ooh, that's true. I wonder if that's why Vic did it. We'll never know.
Has to go
Vic,
to the
don't
wall.
answer that.
It's a shame Vic Bloom doesn't use them as a potty break. He wishes he would.
I actually used the halftime break to get my dinner. Oh shoot! I still have Tim is showing in the screen. Sorry, Tim.
Hey, he was looking. See the concentration. He was doing the same thing the whole time. He didn't. No beer either. Still surprised. You see Carlson going another lap down there as 2x2, almost all the way back to the top 13, 14 cars. And at some point, Vincent right now, I'm looking at him. He's on the bottom lane, so it's gonna be tough for him. But we're getting to that point where I think we're gonna start seeing some guys getting a little itchy, making that 3-wide move.
Well,
You know what
Vince
you're not
stuck on the
mentioning?
bottom.
There's like 25 cars in this pack.
That's true too. This is the gaggle. This is the most cars we've seen this late, and it's bound to something crazy gonna happen. The outside line finally getting a little bit more formed up. I thought they were gonna get a run, maybe clear Carpenter, but not quite yet. It's crazy that some of these guys, not teammates. Oh man, there's Tristan Mandel, winner half of the one, limping around the racetrack.
It's the second time he's been lap in the past like 5 minutes, so
That car needs a bathroom break.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's having a heck of a battle with Kyle Carlson. He's also 2 laps down. That's it.
Yeah, but Carl Carlson's in the draft.
Oh yeah. Well, then I'm not sure why Tristan's still
battling out there. Hey, you never know. He's
Listen,
maybe
He's waiting for that big wreck.
Yeah. Tristan,
It's coming.
he's gonna get that Mama Ain't Race No Quitter award from Through ITV.
Heck yeah. And you know what? And there could be a lot of cars that wreck out if he stays within 3 or 4 laps. Within the next 3 or 4 laps, we could see another big one. Never know. But right now, these guys are overall pretty content with being kind of cautiously aggressive right
Remember, Tristan, unlike his teammate Parker Collins, is running full-time. Parker is so far only scheduled to run these 2 races. We'll see if he wants to come back for a couple more. But 92 car going to be same thing like the last 2 seasons. Going to be a special invite-only car for the or all-star car for the team.
You don't have to name names, but how many races do you have filled for the 92 car?
Right now, so far, just these 2, but I'm sure Katie will want to come back for some of the road races. Justin has expressed interest in doing a race here or 2. So, you know, same old guys. Maybe we'll see if we can pick up a driver or 2.
If Justin comes back, you know what he's got to do.
He's got to get the Tom Nook, yeah.
Yep, he's got to do it. Right now, that inside line looking good. Those Shift Esports teammates of Ty McIntosh, Ryan Gable pushing each other very well. The top side still fighting, still trying, still getting the job done. But again, still think it's going to be a matter of time before someone's going to make it 3. Who's it going to be? Who, you know, again, with Vincent Isabella stuck on the bottom, who's going to be that guy brave enough to make the 3-wide move? Daniel?
Man, I'm looking at the outside. I think the first person that could do it would be Dylan Thomas, and I think Capuano would probably jump right up there with him.
Oh, yeah. For sure. I'm wondering even, too, if Neil Rupp would consider doing that as well.
I wonder. Yeah, but I wonder if you'd want to stay and support Carpenter and OSCA Daddy.
That could be, too. So it's going to be interesting. And, you know, it's one of those things. Are you going to stick with your teammates, or are you going to go get what you can get at Daytona? A lot of times teammates get abandoned at this point in the race.
Oh, man, we almost had a wreck about halfway through the pack there, right around Monticelli. They got a bit loose. Somebody on the apron down there, too.
Oh, boy. Keeper steady. A little driver check going on. Be fine. Yep, they're fine for now, but 7 laps to go. Getting close. And that battle too between the top and bottom lines. I wonder if is that where guys can get distracted? If you're Carpenter, if you're Ryan, if you're kind of paying attention to each other, where your line's going to go, and that's where a guy could sneak in the middle or on the outside of you.
Sorry, was that a question for me? I kind of zoned for a second.
Oh, no, yeah.
You know what's funny? I also zoned out too.
Yeah. Yeah, see? That proves my point. You get zoned out in the battle that someone can sneak up, make it 3 wide. Never know.
I think these guys are going to keep it pretty tight. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to make a move in the middle here. If they're going to go free, it's going to have to be on the top side.
On the top side, yeah. But you know, I wonder if you know, if you're Carpenter, also like, oh crap, I'm 3 wide now, because I've been so worried about where Ryan's at. Although they're losing a lot of momentum there, and those Shift Esports guys are just about clear. They could maybe control both these lines.
I think Shift's got to play a game here of not getting too far out front, because they know if they clear Isabella as well, he's definitely going to take that opportunity.
Oh yeah, gotta keep him at bay.
You got to keep him in a box.
These must have been the guys that were involved in that little scary moment not too long ago. A little pack here, led by Carlson, who's getting 2 laps down. The rest of these guys further back and about
We're at 5 to go. This race is flying by.
Crazy when you only have 1 caution. I guess the real question is, are we going to see any more?
Oh, there's a 3-wide move. It was.
Oh wow!
Oh.
It was Derek. Oh, but
Oh boy!
Not clear. Not clear. Carpenter.
Oh
man!
Oh.
And take that for out of context. Boy, that outside line just dies. It gets such a huge momentum.
The Shift guys are 1, 2, 3 in the bottom, but Vince Isabella is leading a charge on the top now.
Oh, I thought maybe Carpenter was going to take a peek, but there's no one.
Oh man, they are trying so hard to wreck.
Rick, there they go.
Oh, Brent Jones hard into the outside wall. Oh, the Shift guys are wrecking after. Oh no, it's still happening. There are still.
Oh my.
What?
My goodness.
Oh, OSCA Daddy, what just happened up front?
Oh,
excuse me?
Ty is angry.
Yep, Potty Mouth is back.
No Ty.
I shouldn't be laughing at that. It's. Okay, let's dissect this.
Yeah, I think there's a lot
two
to
wrecks.
unpack
There's
here.
two wrecks to dissect.
What happened with
And
the
I
first
think
wreck?
I think it was about 5-6 cars back. There was a push that went wrong. Right about Capuano.
No, it was Monticelli went up.
Oh, whoa! It was a
there.
checkup.
Yeah, because yellow had come out, and I think I slowed down a lot more than Vincent was expecting.
And again, to note for guys watching at home, if you're not familiar with iRacing, the spotter's off if you have the iRacing spotter.
What?
So
No, it's not.
It could be
Is it?
tough. Yeah, when the caution comes out, the spotter's off. You don't hear if a car is behind you slow if you're going in the direction. Sometimes it can hear you when you're not in the wreck, you're slowing down.
That first wreck, it was Monticelli coming up from Capuano. That was a big jump in the back. I'm a bit confused about how the second one happened. I think Ty got off a bit quicker than Isabella was expecting, but I don't know why Isabella didn't slow down as well.
Yeah, it's interesting. Poor OSCA Daddy up in smoke. Yeah. Well, here we'll see the time McIntosh. You hear he's thinking, okay, caution.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, the 8 and the 95.
I changed my. I think that was a lag bubble.
I'd like to change my answer.
I think that
Yeah.
was netcode.
I think, just even the way McIntosh's car reacted to that, I think it was netcode or lag bubble there. That was.
Yeah, I'm just listening to race control here. They deemed that second wreck was netcode.
So would that wreck have happened if that first wreck didn't?
Yes, it would have happened still, I think.
Yeah.
Darren Staff getting the lap back. A couple of drivers getting his lap back.
Oh, I guess Tristan's not on the track anymore. He's not getting one back.
Oh,
He finally called it quits.
He's like,
Tristan
"They're
is not getting the
gonna
Mama
wreck."
and Race No Quitter award after all. It looks like
Dying. Unlucky.
Tristan's like these guys are not going to wreck this half. I'm just going to go to bed. Meanwhile, the number 29 guys are trying to get Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the car to go finish this race out.
Yeah. Oh, that's how Dale Jr. is going to end up in the 29 car next, or the 92 car next week.
No, 29 car.
Oh, he's going to take over Tristan's ride next week?
Oh, for next season. Yes, sorry. They were talking for next season. Yeah, you're talking about next race.
Oh, next. Oh, yeah.
Dude, if we get Dale Earnhardt Jr. for a race, that'd be pretty cool.
The thing is, when you jump in a Toyota, you might have to make a one-off shift.
Shoot for Talladega for me to shoot that shot. I got some shots lined up though.
Got some shots.
Yeah. Or last season we had Ryan Vargas. That was one of the most epic battles between him and Gavin Hibbs. That was a fun one. And Ryan Gamble, who's
And Cam was there doing a fantastic job battling.
yeah. And I think that might have been the night. And now I think I have pronounced Gavel. I think
As long as you don't say gravel.
Yeah, I think that was the.
I'm pretty sure it is Ryan Gavel. I think. I could be 100% wrong.
Well, a judge would
It's
say
100% Gable. It's 100%
It's Gable.
Gable.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm
But he-
100% wrong.
So, but he doesn't mind Gavel because that's how I think 99% of people pronounce his name. We could ask him again if he ends up in victory lane, which still
It's a possibility. Let's have our
possibility.
first OSCA overtime of the season.
Yeah, we got it here. Overtime again. Only 2 attempts here tonight, so if they do wad him up one more time, they only get one more shot at it after this.
I really hope we don't have it end up the yellow like the big boys in Cup.
Yeah, right. Especially.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Oh, it could. It could happen.
It's not going to end in the yellow. What are you on about? iRacing doesn't throw
Oh, no.
yellows.
Oh, yeah,
but,
it'd go-
but if they wreck in the second overtime on the first lap, then that's it.
Oh, yeah, you got a point.
Oh yeah.
I take it back.
It's okay,
I was thinking.
forgive you.
You talked me into believing you, Carlos. I was. I was like, yeah, he's ready.
At that
Master
time,
manipulator.
who was it that tricked everybody and race control into thinking somebody was it?
Body with, and we all just
Just went with it.
Oh man! But now, you know, at least for Shift Esports, as far as they're concerned, you know, they're controlling both lines right here. And obviously, we're gonna have the threat of someone darting out for a 3-wide attempt, which still keeping that eye on that white car of Dylan Thomas or maybe
and
even Bojo.
I think Dylan Thomas is the first, like the most likely guy to make that aggressive move. It's gonna be interesting to see how strong of a push they get from Carpenter and Bracy.
It's gonna be fun. We're about to find out. Green-white checkered attempt number 1 about to happen. As the pace car dives down pit road, gavels on the loud pedal. We are green.
And he got a really good jump.
Yep.
He's gonna be out there though.
He's going to be out there, and Carpenter's not really that close to safe. No one behind Carpenter either. But he's going to get such a great jump. He'll be able to jump in front of Scarborough.
And I don't know if I like that move of jumping to the bottom there. I think I need to block that top side.
Bracy's looking good.
Yeah,
Bracy's
Bracy's got to run.
And he's got a good pusher behind him right now, and Dylan Thomas.
They're
Oh,
the
Gal's
block.
gonna... Oh, and he's going to give him the bump. Breaking up that Shift Esports, potentially a tandem there.
And they're wrecking.
Wrecking.
Oh, wrecking the back. Oh, Carpenter.
No caution.
Heel rut.
Caution's out. Oh.
Oh!
Oh, big hit. Is that Neil Rutt there?
That was Neil Rutt. Oh man, in the Binx Designs 275. If his girlfriend's watching, we'd be able to come to that. Tough, hard link to the inside wall. Now we get one more shot, one more crack at it.
Get to do this one more time.
Oh, that was netcode. Or a part of it was netcode. Carpenter. I don't get what happened to Carpenter. Look at him.
Did he get a hit from?
At my first look, it looked
Oh,
like
yeah.
that wasn't
No, you're
netcode.
right. That was not netcode. He got bumped from behind and just got loose, but did a great job to not hit anything. What a champion.
Yeah. His Lemon's racing skills providing him a way out without getting any damage, but he is now back in the 14th position.
So this is going to be the second attempt at Greenway Checker, right?
Yep.
Something to note, I'm pretty sure Jake did not pit when we had that big caution.
Yeah.
So I think he's on the apron there because he needs to. He might not have enough now.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Is he, at this point too, is he gonna pit or is he just gonna?
I don't think he can here. You
gotta stay out,
make
dude.
your bed. You gotta lay in it now.
Oh no, he's
is he
pitting.
pitting? Wow.
He's pit?
He has to.
I was gonna say. I thought he was gonna. Yeah, he must know. There's no way.
He must be empty. Tyler McIntosh is coming in, Jack Stapp, kind of Jones.
Oh, that car just doesn't look good anymore.
No.
It's a beautiful scheme. We've seen the scheme look like that win 8 times last season.
Yeah, the old Cam Rich scheme.
The new team to the league, Team Mixture Rich, I believe this new team.
What was it?
Team Mixture Rich. You guys can, or Race Control can correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
Team Mixture Rich. Huh. I like
New team to the league.
the new faces and the new places here in the league. We're seeing a little bit of that tonight. We've seen, of course, Tristan Mantle win half number 1. Team Mixture Rich. It's fun. So I'm assuming Rich is from Cameron Rich. What's the mixture from?
It's probably an F1 game reference where you have the rich mixture to go off of, the fast one.
Oh.
We can bring in Cam and figure it out.
I think he's probably busy right now talking to his driver.
Also,
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it actually is a Cameron Rich thing, because Cameron Rich, if he was involved. I figured he
Oh,
would be
yeah.
with his drivers, but he's actually with Eisenberg Enterprise, which I think he is a team of. I'm not sure why he's not racing tonight. It showed that he was supposed to be racing tonight. But he's spotting for Drew Eisenman.
Wow. Eisman, where's he? He got involved in the wreck earlier, didn't he?
Yeah, he's Empire Road.
Oh yeah, that car's wrecked out. Let's see if we get the one to go up there, or at least they'll, yeah. Looks like they're ready to double up here. Doubling up and. Ooh, man, what do you do, Nathaniel? You know, this is your last chance to go up front, and
Foot on
also
the
your
loud
last
pedal.
chance to win.
Put on the loud pedal. You don't lift until you see God on a flag.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh man, who said that? That was the ARCA race on Friday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
That's Andy Janakawi, I believe is his name. Or Jane
No.
Kiauki or whatever.
Forever making, I'm sure, a ARCA meme out of that one.
Hey, come on, Vic.
Yeah. We know. Oh man. Hey. You know, still serving myself here. My pick Adam Tempe right now. I'm running 6, looking good. Yeah, we seem to
I'm
lap
sorry,
down
I
early.
cursed one of your drivers by picking him, and he got involved in that wreck there.
Yeah, that, you know, hey, that was me last year. So I think whoever I picked was somehow, some way not gonna have a good night. So
Well,
I like to point
I'm
out
2 for 2 so far.
I like to point out the second biggest mover of the race, Mr. Adam Peeler, who started this race dead last, currently in 9th.
hey, how about that?
Andy,
I was ridiculed for my race pick by Vic.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, Andy wrecked in the pit road. Yeah, so
So are we gonna see the Adams? You know, maybe tandem up to go 3 wide, 1-2
wouldn't that
finish,
be
Carlos?
something?
Oh man, that'd be cool.
That'd be epic.
How about Vic's pick though? Garcia lining up 4th. Got some speed. I wonder if Cameron Rich is gonna, you know, move over to that pit box like Rick Henry.
Maybe he
would.
already has.
Yeah.
Whoa! What's going on back there?
Pepe's holding
Oh.
off big time.
Gotta get that big run.
Jeez. Green flag is out after the shenanigans there with Tepe, and Cavill getting a good jump. And this jump I don't think is going to work as well without a teammate.
He's got Gilberto, but that's a couple cars back.
Yeah, that's going to be the top side of Garcia
Not gonna block.
and Bojo.
I don't think he can. He'd probably get wrecked if he did.
Nope, yep, that top side Bojo going to the lead. Trying to enter that top side is rolling.
That 3 wide.
Oh, 3 wide. Oh, look at Tepe. But he's going for, I thought he was going to be a safe pick. He's dangerous right
Side
now.
drafting by Gable there.
Oh, going to the inside. To the lead. Coming to the white flag.
They're gonna
Are they
wreck.
even going to make it?
Oh man, I thought that was a wreck right there.
Oh, boy. Oh,
Dylan
the
Thomas
copper came
and
scary.
Ryan Gable are clear of the entire field right now.
Where did Westergreen come from? I didn't realize he was up there. He's taking the white flag in 3rd place.
Look
We're
at
gonna-
Rashid Coles, by the way.
Oh.
Rashid Coles is in the top 10. Rashid.
Oh, wow.
No, Rashid.
Oh,
Curse that so bad.
Oh, they have wreck back there somewhere?
I don't. Backstretch. They got a lot of smoke going on.
Nick, don't tell the chat. Don't tell the
Dylan
drivers
Thomas
that.
is leading the backstretch. Here
That's below
comes
the double
Garcia.
yellow. That's below the double yellow. That's a wreck. That's bad.
Oh,
That's
oh,
really
there's-
bad.
That's everybody.
That's
Oh.
really bad.
That's everybody.
He has won.
Garcia's gonna hang on. Is he gonna keep the statistic going, or is Jake Scarborough gonna have a run? It's gonna be a drag race coming down.
Scarborough's got it.
Oh,
Scarborough's
Oh,
got
he
it.
went below the line.
oh, they're wrecking. Oh, he's sliding. Oh,
Oh,
he's
my-
gonna run over the line.
Uh-oh. I don't know if Jake won that one, boys.
We're gonna need to wait for race control. I
Yeah.
don't know who won this race.
Vic is unavailable right now, guys.
Oh my goodness!
got
What
a
did we
lot
just
going on.
witness?
What happened?
We've seen the last
Neil
race we
Rudd
had.
finished 3rd
Third.
place.
Yep.
What?
Capuano 4th. Wow. Wow. There was a lot to unpack there.
Oh, Peeler
This isn't
finished
over yet.
15th.
We gotta wait. We got a lot of figuring out to do here. Hey, Rashid still got a top 10.
Hey, how about that? He was slipping and sliding, and I going into 3, I was not going to predict this being our top 10. Jake Scarborough unofficially our winner. Richard Garcia second, Neil Rupp third, Thomas Capuano fourth, Matt Hackathorn fifth, Dylan Thomas sixth, Nicholas Monticelli seventh, Rashid Coles eighth, Zach Evans ninth, and Dave Carpenter in 10th. But we're gonna maybe wait and see what
There's
we
just
have
too much
here.
going on right now.
Yeah, there is going to be a lot to unpack here. As Garcia's already off the track, Tepe can't quite make it to the checkered flag. I think he'll be scored 18th.
Did we get a flip?
God, man, he had to be close.
Oh, so close with Tepe.
Tepe!
So close.
Oh, I'm surprised. There was just a lot. This was almost the arc of break a wreck here. I mean, last lap, people were sending it. Look at Carpenter sideways there. He ends up 10th.
Ah.
now. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Car's
Dallas.
looking-
I mean, I'm Darren.
Darren. Oh, look at Rashid.
Oh, there's almost a wreck there.
Oh,
Oh, a
flip.
flip.
Oh,
It's
oh, come on, Gaffel. He almost flipped twice.
Oh, there's another one. Oh my goodness. But I don't think
Darren's
anyone
hood.
got off of all four wheels. Man, people were flirting for that Seth Rawls Rocket Man award.
No one got it though.
No one got it.
Double the prize next week. The prize there isn't one.
Jake will officially be the winner.
Jake will
Okay.
be the winner.
Jake's-
Jake Scarborough, winner of half number 2. Again, and then Richard Garcia couldn't quite keep that starting position win intact, but again's up in P2. You seen him? That was old Days of Thunder finish to the line. And Neil Rutt somehow, it looked like his car was done after hitting the inside wall just moments ago. Comes home with the 3rd place finish. But
Is this Jake's first OSCA race as well?
no, I believe he's made a few starts.
Okay, I was gonna say we had 2 first-time
Yeah,
winners.
he made a few starts, but he is a rookie.
Okay, so we had 2 rookie winners for the first week of the season.
So what happened here?
How about that?
Let's dissect before we interview.
Yeah, let's take a look and see. It looked like almost 4 wide, or at least flirting with the idea of 4 wide.
So we had a couple of the inside car drivers go from the middle inside to the inner inside to below the yellow line, while we still had 1, 2, 3 drivers on the lane. And when the corner arrived, there just wasn't enough space for everybody. And then there was an intersection coming in here, and everybody just went into the outside wall.
Yeah.
It's just another one of those Daytona finishes.
Yep.
No, Dylan did block Gable down beneath the double yellow a bit, but it was I don't know what Gable was thinking trying to stick underneath the double yellow there. He should have backed off. That was never going to end well.
Last lap.
I mean, you can't back off on the last lap. I don't blame him.
I mean,
Checker flagger got it.
I guess so.
Unfortunately, he had the let. Look at Jake Scarborough. Look
Yeah,
at how
that's
much
that's the guy who won the race.
he's getting beaten and banged. Oh man.
There goes my
And,
race
you know,
pick.
mine was almost in the air, flipping. And Ryan Gable's car is about 10 feet shorter after after that hit. Oh man, kind of Jones comes in there and gets a pretty good lick.
Oh, Rashid!
A lot of cars there.
Oh!
Rashid, hey, he got 8th though. You know.
He got, yeah, he took a pretty good wallop there and still ended up with the top 10 run. How
He,
about that?
You know, I did give him the commentator's curse, but then he recovered, so it's okay.
It was that was hilarious. We were like, look at Rashid, and Rashid is
And
just
then
like struggling to hang on.
Instantly, it started going poorly. I was like, oh no. And then Vic, of course, had to let them all know that it was my fault.
Well, some of these guys finishing backwards, cold trickle style. Guy Jones.
Yeah, Jones getting more speed than Darren Staff, but killing bugs there in the apron.
It's impressive reverse gear they put in that machine. Wow. All right.
Oh, that wheel's not even turning.
Should we grab our third place finisher?
Yeah, let's just go
our
grab some
third
drivers.
place. And we'll get Neil Rutt the third coming home in third place, and well, yeah. Well, I don't even know what to say to you, buddy. It looked like a few moments ago we thought your race was done, and somehow you're in third. And what happened on last lap? We're watching over and over again, trying to dissect what we.
All
just saw.
I'm gonna say is, if there's anyone that could say that Andy J line, it's me, Tom, and Matt, because we went 19th, 20th, and 21st to finish 3rd, 4th, and 5th. I literally was down the back stretch, and I'm like, all right, whatever. I was running good, got wrecked. Who cares? Just finish out. And then I just heard like it was death, and I'm like, all right, probably gonna get wrecked here. I come into turn 4 and I see a parking lot, and I'm like, well, I see a gap. I'm not gonna lift here. And I just went through it all, and I was like, all right, that was probably like 10th or something like that. And then I saw I finished 3rd, and I was like, oh my god, I somehow made it.
Somehow made it through. I didn't see, or Scarborough too was right with you on that restart. I believe this is the restart he's showing right now. But man, I don't even know what else to say.
I know it sucks when we wreck all the cars, but I don't think we've ever wrecked every single car. Like that was literally from the leader to 19th wrecked. Like that's how many cars were in that. That was amazing. And then I somehow had a 4th place and a 3rd place after I was running up front. And then it's pack racing, so when a lot of people don't like to lift when it comes down to generating runs, which whatever, everyone has their own different driving styles for packs. I like to lift for a run, and I got turned, and then I was like, all right, we're over, we got wheel damage, and then now I'm here in interview talking to you guys.
Yeah, hey, that's the way to do it. And obviously, as you just talked about the wild and crazy things that happen here at Daytona, to get 2 top 10s and to even get this podium finish, as far as points wise moving forward, that's got to feel pretty good to come out here somehow, some way surviving.
Yeah, I mean, we had a 4X in the first race, but my car was spotless, so to finish at Daytona with a spotless car, I was like, this is too good to be true. And then I finished with wheel damage and probably 10 minutes of required damage if I pitted there. That's why I elected to stay out, because I'm like, I'm just going to finish this. I'm not going to get stuck down pit road. And yeah, just amazing. I'm glad that the success from the end of last year is carrying over to the beginning of the year. People should be up front here with points to begin the year, which is always a great thing to have.
Heck yeah, you got that big Mo on your side, and yeah, I still, Nathaniel, you got anything? I'm still just trying to unpack that finish.
I mean, I think that's really all I want to know, but Daniil's described it. I don't think there's any other thing to ask about that race other than how the heck did you get through?
Yeah, I just, like I said, I was waiting for someone to just be broken and to just come across the nose, because that's usually how it ends. But like I said, I didn't even hit any bumper covers. I missed them all. And just to make it there, just to finish in the top 3, to be frustrated to as happy as I could be right now, which is just a great sight. I know, it was a perfect ending. We had the Binx Design 275, and we had the Binx Design car out there. It didn't look too pretty after the second one, but I know the old lady will be pretty happy that her car finished on a podium in a 4th place.
Heck yeah, a lot to be proud of there. But heading into next week, headed to Homestead. What's your feeling with these Xfinity cars at Homestead?
I think we'll have good racing. I like these Xfinity cars a lot. They're actually one of my preferred cars on here, other than the trucks. You know, everyone's still got to just knock the cobwebs off. At least, you know, we got Daytona out of the way here, so we can get back to a normal type of racing. So we might see a lot more aggressive. Like, yeah, Daytona's aggressive, but it's kind of just natural. It happens with all the wrecks. So you'll see a lot more bumping and banging probably next week. Multiple lines being run, so it's kind of going to toss it up. You know, the broadcasters will have a good time with that one. I'm just probably going to ride for most of it. Not the best at Homestead, but I'm not the worst at Homestead, so we should be in decent shape. Probably get a top 10, hopefully. And then just hopefully bring it home one piece.
Heck yeah, hey. Even if you don't bring it in one piece, you prove that you at least get a podium finish out of it. But before we send you off, any final shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, obviously Binx Designs for your contact Binx Design on Facebook for all your custom apparel and tumbler needs. Then we got JD Hilltop Salvage Yard. Do Good Motorsports as always for having me a part of them. Allied Fire and Safety. NR3 Designs, I design my own cars and everything. Then I got 99 Smiles is a suicide awareness sponsor that we acquired this year. You'll see the ribbons on most of the cars, and then you'll eventually see a car for it. I'm excited for that one later in the season. That's pretty much all a 3Y TV. Vic, also, thank you for putting this all together. OSCA's back. I know a lot of people are excited. Got a long 17 races left.
Again, we're looking forward to seeing how you can do, again, carrying that momentum, and best of luck to you on the season, and hopefully we'll get to talk to you next week.
Hopefully. Thank you, guys.
You bet. That was Neil Rutt coming home in the third position in half number 2, kicking off his 2024 A season on the right foot. Do we have Garcia? I think
We do, yes we do.
All right, Nathan, I'm letting you take the wheel here. Jesus,
All
take
right.
the wheel. We'll let you interview Garcia, who finished second in half number 2.
All right, Richard Garcia, you had 2 good races tonight. You finished 8th in the first half, 2nd in the second half. The main question I want to know is what was going through your mind when all of that was happening in turn 3 and 4 there? Do we have a copy on Richard?
Richard,
Dang,
what's happening?
my first interview and it's already gone sour.
You
it's
scared him away.
rough.
We'll give Richard one more shot here. Richard, you got a copy.
You got me?
Oh,
Yeah!
there we go. All right, Richard, I was just asking, what was going through your head there when all of that nonsense was happening in turn 3 and 4?
I was just hoping to make it through without any damage, but my one of my tires got damaged, and it was the end of that. I didn't have any more speed anymore. So P2 was a good night in the second race, second half. P8 in the first half. Overall, a good night for it's my second OSCA race, but yeah, it was a good night.
Nice. So what was your strategy for being around at the end for both halves? It wasn't something that many drivers had the benefit of doing. What was your mindset throughout the long 55 lap races?
Well, it's really hard to pass. Despite running close together, it's really hard to step out of line and make a third line and make any progress forward. So just trying to stay up front as much as possible, dodging the wrecks, just putting yourself in that position to make a move when it counts, till all hell breaks loose, I guess.
Hell did break loose at the end, and you were able to benefit and get, as you said, second place. Very close to getting that first if your wheels weren't damaged. Going forward to next week at Homestead, how do you think you're going to fare there?
Unfortunately, I got to travel next week, so I won't be here for Homestead, but I am looking forward to Suzuka the week after. I feel like we're going to have all of Eisentech will have a good showing there.
Looking forward to see it. Do you know who's filling in for you next week, or are we not allowed to know yet?
You're not allowed to know yet.
Ah, dang.
Ooh,
I tried. Let it be known. I tried.
I like the mystery in this though too.
Did you have any questions for Richard?
You know, again, maybe not the quite the results. You know, again, you second, you got to be pretty excited about. I believe it was 11th you finished in half number one. So I'm, you know, Daytona considered a pretty good points night for you. Although again, next week you're missing. But hey, you know the old chase offs are still a possibility for you. Are you kind of eyeing that up?
Yeah, definitely. It's a long season. You know, I think next week's the only week I'm not around, but hope to make the chase-offs and make a long run into it, and hopefully bring home a championship. Although I'm sure Cameron Rich will be hard to battle.
That he will.
Yeah.
All right,
Always
oh,
a tough one. Oh, I was just saying, always a tough one.
no.
Cameron Rich. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, my
Go on.
first time here. I'm trying to figure it out. Before we let you go and enjoy the rest of your night, do you have any shout-outs you want to give?
Drew and Cameron, they're the brainchild of this team, and I just get the joy of driving for them.
All right. Well, congrats on the good finishes. I know it wasn't quite what you wanted, but still a very good night. It's something you can be proud of going forward and launch into the rest of the season with, and we look forward to seeing you here hopefully again soon.
Yeah, guys, thank you for everything. Good broadcast and good racing, Vic. Thanks all.
Have a good night. That was Richard Garcia, finished second place in the second half, and I think we do have Jake. Yes, we do.
Yep.
Hand it over to you, Goody. Here's Jake Scarborough.
All right.
Oh my God, Jake! Jake.
Scared the crap.
My bad, I forgot I had that set.
Vic?
Well, as just as crazy and chaotic as you opened this interview, you got here in victory lane, and I didn't realize it till we just talked to Neil Rutt. You restarted that back in 16th, 18th, somewhere in there, and got through the mayhem, and you had to do old cold trickle moves to get the win. What was your view, or what was your kind of going through your mind on that final lap?
Honestly, all I knew was I had a teammate on the bottom who just lost the lead, and I had a teammate in front of me. I was honestly just planning on pushing Gilly through. I thought I was going to push him. I knew there was going to be a wreck, and I thought somehow, some way, I'm going to end up pushing him to the win of this, and then next thing I know, everyone's spinning out in front of me, and somehow, some way, I got out of that with just losing a little bit of speed, it seemed.
Yeah, hey, sometimes that's all it takes, and we're watching that battle between you and Garcia to the line. That was pretty epic. But you know, and one thing to note too is going to that final green white checker. Why you were back there? You were up front. You did pit under the first attempt, I believe, of the green white checkered, and then had to come down pit road for this final one. I mean, probably at the time you weren't probably too pleased about that, but I guess all in all it worked out okay for you.
Oh yeah, I was not happy about it. The hope was I was gonna be able to push Ryan there, and then the caution came out, and it was just like, all right, well, he's on his own. I've got to get through the field if I want to be near the front, and I've got 2 laps to do it now. And I knew there were plenty of damaged cars around me. I had my teammate Ty behind me. I thought he was going to push me through. We ended up we tried to do a third lane on the outside, didn't go anywhere. We backed out, and next thing I know, I'm shooting it up the middle. And what happened, I guess.
Yeah, hey, and hey, at least what happened was something very good for you. But you know, after how wild and crazy, you know, I guess half number one didn't go well for you, but getting this victory to kick off the season certainly will be some good momentum going next week into Homestead. What do you feel about your chances going into next week?
You know, I don't feel confident with, as dumb as it sounds, I don't feel confident outside of plate tracks because they're such a wild card place. But one thing I've noticed is working with these shift guys across multiple leagues now, I've developed definitely a better skill set. I feel like I can learn a lot from them, and, you know, maybe later in the season when it matters, be fighting for wins at different tracks. But, you know, next week it's going to be a learning experience. I've got the win under my belt now, so it's going to be a minute to try figuring things out with who I'm working with and try to learn what I can to be up front weekly.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see it. We know a lot of guys that came through that belt that were contending for wins week in, week out. One of them, I'm going to turn you over, see if he has any questions for Nathaniel Cherry.
Yeah, just talking about how you're saying Shift is a good group and you learn a lot. I could definitely echo that. I'm pretty sure the car that you're driving, technically in a roundabout way, was my charter when I was on Shift. I'm pretty sure that charter used to be the 26 because the one's still around. The 95, I think, was the 25.
Okay,
and
I'll clear this
Vic's
up
going
for
to
you.
correct me. Thank you.
All right. So the one used to be the 4 a few seasons ago.
Yeah.
This car used to be the 25.
Darn,
The
okay, it was
95,
Seth's.
95 used to be the 26.
Okay, well.
What is this
I know, you were
Hendrick
close.
Motorsports level of car change numbers?
No kidding.
Anyways, Jake, the question I wanted to ask you. You yourself have said it, and I know in our Discord here, there's been some accusations of you being a plate track merchant. But with this all the skill you're going to be getting from Shift, do you think that you have a chance here to not just fight for wins at the end, but do you think you can maybe put your name in the hat there for a championship?
That's a stretch. There's still a long season ahead. Take it one race at a time now, knowing that there's a little less pressure, and I've got a little bit of wiggle room to just develop a little more and be ready when it comes time to start fighting for the championship. So, there's just plenty of time. You can't really guarantee anything right now. I don't want to say something and it not go a certain way. I know where my level is compared to a lot of these guys. I'm not expecting to be running for wins each week, but I feel like it's possible towards the end.
Well, you looked good tonight. I think I had one other question, but I forget it. So, Goody, if you have something to ask him, go ahead.
Well, I guess not really anything off the top of my head at the moment, but again, we're looking forward to seeing what you can do and see you could grow to contend for more wins as the season rolls on. But before we let you go, celebrate that victory. Any shout-outs you want to give?
Really, as I already said, the Shift guys. I mean, you look at my car, basically everything on it is self-sponsored anyways, aside from Seth's own design logo. But, I just got to thank all the guys at Shift, giving me the opportunity to run for them this season. Obviously, last season I was kind of bouncing between rides towards the end after debuting. So, to have a locked-in car and I've got a good group of people around me, just everyone involved with them, I appreciate their trust in me to go out there each week and try to do something.
Yeah, and hey, did something here tonight, and again, congratulations to you for picking the win, and best of luck to you next week in Homestead.
Thank you.
That was Jake Scarborough, winner of half number 2. But with that, Nathaniel, Daytona is now in the books. We head to a real racetrack next week. Should be fun and exciting, and should calmer next week. Should be
calmer.
Goody, you say we.
I do.
You say we, but you aren't going to be here next week.
I'm not going to be here next week. But hey, we family. I'm
Who's next week?
Next week we have for sure Nathaniel Cherry on commentary. We're still working on secondary.
All right.
We're working.
Oh boy, my second race, and I'm gonna be thrown to lead.
Hey.
Talk baptism by fire.
You did
You
great.
did great. Yeah, you're gonna be
Dude,
just
you already are filling in exactly as Goody used to do, commentating about how great a driver is, and then having them immediately mess up.
Yeah, that's basically all it is.
Oh no, it's fun. I feel like we've developed a good rapport right away here. It was fun tonight. Had a good time.
Yeah, we flowed in there seamlessly. I'm looking forward to the races I'm doing this season, and you never know, could pick up a few more, and we'll work that out. But
I'll pay you accordingly.
Hey, there you go.
I won't.
But look, aw, not even with the kisses or hugs or anything.
Oh, dude. I mean,
Yo.
yeah. Hey, listen, I'll give you besitos. I'll give you besitos because we're all gonna give Vic's besitos.
Oh, if Vic does have anything to say to that. He's not even gonna unmute his mic, but
I don't know what that is. I haven't been paying attention. I'm going through and looking at all the wrecking.
You don't know what besitos are?
No, I don't know what besitos are.
You don't know
I
what
think this is an off broadcast conversation.
this is when it usually happens.
I think we should wrap it up here.
Yeah, let's wrap it up, and then you can tell me.
Well, we'll give Vic some besitos off air for the OSCA OnlyFans.
Yep, tune in. You got to pay a subscription for that. But hopefully, you guys all tune in next week. Homestead, right here on 3Y Television. Same time, same place next week. Until then, for Nathaniel Cherry, Carlos Acosta, Vic Bloom, and myself, good night now.